Hey everyone, welcome to Neon by Night, Episode 2. I am your DM Mike, and let's go down and go ahead and introduce our players and our characters. We will start with Sarah.
Hi, my name's Sarah. I play Violet. She's a Toreador and a very feisty one. So yeah, and she has a brother Owen because we share the same sire. So Owen.
Alright, Owen, go ahead and introduce yourself, or Alan.
Hey everyone, Alan here. I play Owen Vanderham, the better Toreador in every way. I moved to Vegas, working with my sister here, in a band, and just trying to live my best undead life. So
Alright, and that's going to lead us over to Rod. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, Rod Steele here. I am Clarence, the Gangrel fixer for the two twins that I like to call them, even though they're not actually twins. I fix their problems for them. Some of their problems are messier than others.
Alright, so we're going to go in that order again so we can go ahead and introduce what we went through last session. Let's go ahead and start with Violet. Tell everybody about what you went through last session.
Took a punk guy home after I took Owen's card. Oliver, which is one of my touchstones, he's a cop that he's close to me. Showed up at my apartment while I had the punk guy over. Punk guy showed up downstairs while I was talking with Oliver. Oliver got mad. I got mad. She ended up me killing the punk guy. Okay.
Well, we'll clarify, Oliver the cop left first before you murdered the punk guy.
I said he left. No, yeah,
Oh.
he left all huffy puffy for some reason.
The audience voted to have him be secretly in love with Violet.
Yeah, but I don't know that. And then I took the car back, met up with Owen and Clarence, and we went to the Barons meeting, which was like a little casino room. I tried playing blackjack, but yeah, that went horrible.
And while that was going on, what was Owen's evening like until he got to the casino?
Owen had a wonderful night. My band and I, the Wicked and Divine, we performed at the Mourning Star, the local goth BDSM satanic panic flavored club in Vegas. Had a great performance. Met a record executive who wanted to sign the band for a record contract, but set him up with a gig at the Oasis, which is another bar outside of Vegas. Kind of tougher crowd, different environment. Want to see how the band worked out. While I was at the Morning Star, saw Rodriguez, the Baron's kind of toy ghoul. Ramirez. I'm sorry, Ramirez. Yeah.
Yeah, Hector Ramirez. He just goes by Ramirez.
Doesn't go by much anymore, does he?
No.
Spoiler.
Spoiler. Yeah, spoiler for the next minute. After that, met Clarence outside, and then on to the Baron's party. So.
And what was Clarence's evening like before this casino shindig?
Oh, just the usual. Hanging out in the alley outside, meeting up with Father C and my buddy Dustin, doing some weird stuff to him, trying to get him to take communion. So I had to go ahead and use all of the dare training I had to get him to just say no. And while that was happening, the Mafia decided to come in and start some troubles, and I decided to just have some fun with them, and almost got jumped by that before Owen kind of defuse the situation. It kind of ruined my fun, but you know. And
Yeah.
then I played slots, and not much else happened ever.
And then at this party, you guys had some fateful run-ins with some past friends, some people that you're acquainted with through the anarch movement of vampires in Las Vegas, and a couple others you are very intimately acquainted with. Oh, and how about you go ahead and tell us about that one?
Oh. So I had the unfortunate pleasure of reuniting, talking to again my ex, Antonia De Luca. Also the primogen of Toreadors for the Camarilla. So that's always a fun time to see her again. Owen, he stood his own. Honestly, he wasn't too intimidated by her. Wasn't too wowed, thankfully. So kind of kept his shit together. So I was pretty happy about that. But it's never a good time to see her.
No.
So no.
And she made sure that to make that abundantly clear, she put that across to you. It's never pleasant to see her, nor does she think it's pleasant to see you. Then
She misses me.
the casino party was interrupted by the Baron's right-hand information broker, a Nosferatu, named Silk. Silk came in, and he had one of Father C's or Father Calloway's cultists. They fall on his every word. And this guy was claiming to have seen a dead body. Silk had found the dead body of Ramirez, the Baron's right hand, in the maintenance tunnels beneath that very casino. The coterie and the Baron and a couple others went down there to go and investigate. They discovered the dead body with carvings of Father Calloway's cult into their skin, also painted on the walls in blood. Ramirez was stripped naked, and he had his right hand cut off, and it was missing. And in his other hand, he had a deck of cards that was missing the ace of spades, and he had some Polaroids of the Baron and Ramirez in bed together, along with Polaroids of the coterie, Polaroids of a few other of the vampires that were present in those maintenance tunnels at that time. Violet broke off from the group, though, as she noticed somebody was watching them. Chased him down through the shadows, come to find out it was Oliver, the man who was at her apartment earlier, the police officer / touchstone, who was voted to be secretly in love with her. Well, that little meeting was interrupted by Roxy, who was behind Violet, and 3 maintenance workers who came through. Violet tapped into her primal rage for some reason and destroyed those 3 maintenance workers post-haste. And it wasn't too long after that, in the cleanup and afterthought, that she realized that Oliver and Roxy were gone. She went out into the night to go after them. Fast forward past what we're going to go through with her in a minute, and Clarence shows back up at their haven with Polaroids taped to the wall over in Owen's office area of the coterie and other vampires as well, in various states of just living their unlives at night, whether it's hanging out in the warehouse or out on the streets. They're always taken from an unknown angle. These vampires had no clue they were being photographed, and these photographs and Polaroids were taken in incredibly fast fashion. And Owen decided to go and pay a visit to his touchstone because his meeting with Antonia earlier, she thinly veiled a threat towards that touchstone. And when he gets there, there's a box with addressed to his touchstone Vivienne that had the severed hand of Ramirez inside of it, the missing ace of spades with your next written on it, and Polaroids of Vivienne and her child, Veronica. How old is Veronica right now, Owen?
She's be about 10.
Okay, so, yeah. And a small child in these photographs.
Yeah.
And that is where we left off that last session. And we will pick it up with Violet. You just crept up out of the sewers, and you look out into the night, and you're in a bit of a back alley situation. And you only see one homeless person kind of hunkered down on a lump of cardboard next to a brick wall where there's a steam pipe where he's kind of huddled next to it for warmth. Kind of sleeping next to his bottle of gin. You see nobody in any direction. You just see cars passing on streets on either.
Would I be able to use heightened senses to see where Oliver is?
Yeah, go ahead. You activate heightened senses, and you catch a whiff of his cologne heading out, we'll say, the store side, the more front end focus side. If you go out of one side of the alleyway, you'll be in kind of the back road area, the facade, the stuff that the facade of Vegas tries to hide. On through, you'll see that you come out into the street, you see a bunch of pawn shops, and you see a group of vagrants kind of walking down the sidewalk. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Most people are gone, so the crowds aren't out here, but there's some steam coming out of the sewers because the temperature drops fast at night in the desert.
I'm just gonna be like kind of running, but not running, so I don't look suspicious.
Okay.
I mean, it's Vegas. Everybody looks suspicious.
So you're following the scent, and you follow it up to what looks like a building in construction. There's scaffolding around it and plastic draped around the outside. In your heightened senses, you can hear what sounds like 2 sets of footsteps inside of it. And one set, I guess you will, one person breathing laboredly.
I'll go in and see who it is.
All right, as you step inside that plastic, the smell of that cologne, it hits you as your heightened senses are still alert and active. As you look up and you can see what looks to be the I-beam shell of a building, and up the stairs you can see through them what looks to be your mulleted lover, or, well, want to be lover, I guess, Oliver, running up the stairs, and right behind him is the neon and lycra-clad Roxy. As she's just kind of giggling to herself under her breath. She's enjoying the hunt.
Well, if I see her, I'm gonna like immediately like I have the power of presence, which is melatonin, which basically it's right here. The voice of the user becomes like that of a siren, able to entrance or terrify by itself without the user having to be present. Even though she's right there, I'm still going to use it on her
All
to
right.
scare her away.
And what is your opposed roll for it?
It is manipulation plus presence.
Go ahead and do that with a difficulty of 2. It's a still I-beam building, so it's going to resonate and bounce off and echo through the joint. And the plastic's going to help the echo as well. The night air helps sound carry a little bit better. Molecules are not as fast moving. Sound travels a little bit better.
The fun thing is I get to add 2 to it already, so.
Go for it.
Headbutt.
Nice.
I got 4.
So yeah, you do it, and then you see them both stop, but he stumbles and kind of falls up the stairs a few steps, if you will, like hurting himself. You can hear him and take the blow as she stops, and you see she's got like this kind of hunting pose to her as she turns around and sees you down there, and she's like, "Violet," she says with a snarl.
I'm just gonna look at her and like I will say like in the most vampiric growl, like I said he was mine.
As she stands up and looks at him as he's trying to get away from her, and you can see that she's starting to grow a claw from her finger as she smiles at you and looks down at his ankles.
I'm gonna look at her and be like, if you touch him, I don't care. My life will be on the line and the Baron will kill me himself, but I will kill you.
She's like, oh, attached to this little breather, are we? What does this blood bag mean to you? As you see her scratching her chin with her claw.
Lana doesn't want to admit it, but she's gonna have to be like, everything.
As he stands up and he's leaning against the rail, and you can just see he's like, what the fuck is going on right now? He's looking down at you like, what? You just said that? And he's looking at her with like the claw coming out of her hand and the fangs protruding from her mouth. As she's like, oh, so this little masquerade violation is your everything, huh? As she looks at him and she was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. It's like, you know what? I'll let you have your little plaything, Violet. You enjoy him. As she runs her claw down his cheek, and you can tell that she is using a power against him because his shoulders go limp and his eyes kind of white over as he's just. And she runs the claw down his cheek, and she's like, oh, you're a fragile one, aren't you? She's like, huh. Well, we're going to be talking about this again, Violet. They'll think I'll forget so easily. But don't worry.
Oh, I won't forget you either. Don't worry.
It's like, don't worry.
Don't worry.
I won't tell the Baron. Yet. Remember, I do need someone to play at my club soon, as she cuts her way out of the plastic with her claw and steps out into the night, hills clacking and echoing across the sides of the buildings.
Just immediately go to Oliver and slap him. Fucking idiot.
Alright, so you slap him and he's like, what the hell? And you see the trance that she had over him just kind of like wash away slowly. The white fades from his eyes. He's like, what the fuck is going on, Violet? you told me I was safe from other vampires.
You went into a maintenance tunnel full of vampires. I can't protect you from all of them. Like, what the fuck?
I didn't know it was full of vampires. I was following this crazy dude with a hood on. He was mumbling some shit at me. He stabbed my partner, Christian, in the thigh, and I was chasing him down. He led me down into the maintenance tunnels. And then I fucking saw you guys. Next thing I know, I'm being chased by some crazy lady in Lycra through the streets.
You're just a fucking idiot. I swear to God.
Alright. So, what are you going to do with him for the evening? It's getting close to dawn.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, if it's getting close to dawn, be like, where's your car? Like, either I can't go to my apartment right now, so I'll be like, hey, I need to crash at your place.
Alright. So yeah, you need him to crash at your place. He's like,
Not at my place, at Oliver's place.
You're gonna crash at Oliver's place?
Yeah. My place has a dead body in it right now. It's like, yeah, bring a cop where there's a dead body in my tub. Smart.
Alright. Well, let's go ahead and toss to our first poll. It's going to be who's waiting outside Oliver's house. So who's waiting outside Oliver's house? Option 1 is Roxy. Option 2 is some vengeful Mafia. Option 3, street gang hooligans wanting to gum up the evening, seeing an easy mark. Or option 4, Father Calloway and his goons. Or maybe not necessarily him and his goons, but maybe the goon that Oliver was chasing. Uh-oh, we've got to vote for goon, we've got to vote for street gang. Ooh, people want violence. I like this. The people want blood, Violet. The people want blood.
More blood. I should say more blood.
All right. So you guys are walking home. Are you talking about anything in particular on the way there? Give a couple
Yeah, I'm
more
gonna be
minutes for
asking. Yeah, I'm gonna be asking like, why did he get all mad? He has never got mad about me having people over at my apartment. A, because he never showed up, and like, why did he get mad?
It's a lot to go into, but I'm tired of seeing you waste your time with these like fly-by-night guys. You could do so much better. He's like, you're a fucking, and he like looks around over his shoulders. You're a goddamn vampire. Like, why are you wasting your time with these people? These hooligans and goons you find at the club. These guys who probably haven't washed their dick in 3 weeks, and you're taking them home to sleep with them. Like, you're vampires. He looks
I'm
over
not
his shoulders
just
again.
sleeping with him.
It's like, then
I'm
why
not
did you come
just
down
sleeping.
naked?
Well, you gotta have fun with your food. You know, play with it.
Well, since we have a tie in the vote, you guys come approaching his place as he stops you and he puts his hand like kind of like across your shoulder as he's like, wait, that was the guy I was chasing earlier. As you see what looks to be a couple mafia dudes trying to give a shakedown to this crazed Father Calloway follower in his hood. Just outside of the apartment door. It's one of those apartment buildings where you go in and then you've got like the buzzer that you can press inside of the main concourse. Yeah, he's just outside of that main door. And those two mafia dudes are just like, come on, man, give it up. Come on, I said give it up. Where is he? As Oliver's like, that's the guy I was chasing earlier into the sewers. He ran straight to you guys, like he knew exactly where he was going. And then these two jerks, as you see him go like to get for his gun and kind of click his radio back on. What are you doing?
Get ready to fight.
All right.
But I would step in front of Oliver, but like, look, I can take shit more than you can.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to get a saxophone solo queued up on here on a soundboard, so that way when we get to these moments, I can have like greased up sax dude from the Lost Boys just like go into town on it. Do a stream pet of just greased up sax dude from the Lost Boys. I'm gonna figure out how to make that happen by next week. Thanks for the idea, Crimson Scar. So yeah, you guys get to you get there. That's what you see outside the building. You see he's got he's already unclipped his gun. So yeah, he's already unclipped his gun and he's already about to turn on his radio. What are you doing, sir? Or Violet?
Like I said, I'm stepping in front of him, just kind of like, I know I'm shorter than him, but you know.
Yeah, his mullet makes him about 4 inches taller than you two.
Yep. But I would say, like, you know, I hate to be this asshole, but you need to stay behind me. Like, I could take these guys on. Let me talk to them first.
He's like, what is it, like Okay. As it gives you that look, like every time he said vampire this evening or whispered vampire to you, it's that same look. He's like, oh, okay. And he kind of rests back, but he's
Is
like,
that thing?
yeah, like that one thing you do. So what are you doing with these goons?
No, I'm just gonna be like walking up, like I pretend like this is my apartment. Be like, excuse me, guys, you're in my way.
Are you activating
Like,
any
what you mean?
powers? What are you doing?
Activating all.
All right, yeah. As you see the two mafia guys go, oh, hey, yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry, ma'am. As they look at the guy with the hood and they, like, slap it on his shoulder and they're like, dude, move out of her way. But you see the guy with the hood looks at you and he's just giving, like, he's staring right through you. You've had no effect on him.
That's gonna be interesting.
Roll,
I'm just
roll an awareness plus wit, please.
you don't have blood in it.
You feel as if there's a counter power pushing against you, coming from this kind human sitting on these stairs.
I'll just like interesting.
But he moves as the mafia guys like slap him, and he takes the opportunity to bolt. He just books it down the street as Oliver looks like he's about to lunge to run after him.
I will look at Oliver and be like, "Don't fucking run again. I can't do this."
All right. So yeah, as Oliver is, he's like, all right. As he follows you inside, as you guys head in for the day, he's going to give you safe haven. All right, Clarence. It's 4:00 in the morning. You just walked into the warehouse, and you shut the door behind you. You're doing your thing. It takes you a little while before you see Owen's thing. What kind of stuff does Clarence do as soon as he gets back home?
Well, first, I go ahead and drop my keys in the bowl, but then I realize I don't have any keys, so I just kind of go, and I just dust off my jacket and take a look around. Let my eyes adjust to the dark if I need to.
No. Vampires
And
don't need any adjustment.
it could be from dark to darker.
You've got that eye shine
Yeah,
like a dog.
probably just if I'm feeling snoopy, which I probably am if I saw those photographs going on, I'd probably check Owen's office.
All right. Yeah, you.
Well, what we call the
that's
office.
That's where the photographs are, because it's kind of to set it up. The warehouse it's an old factory that produced little kitschy toys, and it's been long shut down. But some of the stuff remains, like the machines, the conveyor belts, a lot of the office things, and Owen's taking over one of the offices is his room.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those all glass front offices that like the foreman would stand at. Even though he's in the office, he'd still be wearing a hard hat and like standing in the window watching the crew on the floor. Owen occasionally does that.
Yeah, and I know that that if there was something going on, that they would call this the phone that we kind of jerry rigged into this office, and there'd be a message machine there.
Yeah, and you see the red light blinking in that window as soon as you come in inside of his office of answering machine going, and that's where the communal phone is.
Okay, let's play some messages.
Right, as soon as you go into his office, that's when you see the photos on the wall. It's a bunch of Polaroids. They have been tacked up there hastily. Some of them have already fallen down to the floor with their tacks, and they're just Polaroids of you guys. Individual, together, at the diner, at the Neon Boneyard, at the Mourning Star, at other clubs, walking down the street. And then it just so happens that 3 of the pictures, one for each of you, is of you in the act of feeding. An absolute masquerade violation, this picture's existence. And the red light's
Yeah,
still
that
blinking
just-
on that answering machine.
Well, the feeding one that's just got to disappear. So that's that needs to get burned. I don't know if we got any fire around here, but that's getting clipped into my pocket
There you go.
until I can destroy it more readily. And I guess we're going to go ahead and just answer that red dot. Got to do our swipes
Alright.
today.
Well, while you're answering that, I am going to... Clarence is also going to do some other investigating in here after the phone calls. What does Clarence find inside of the warehouse with him? An attacker? Second option is a major clue to the overall murder. The third option is Owen's secret. Or the fourth option is Violet's secret. You guys vote while we go through this answering machine. So, Clarence, the first message on the answering machine is the record producer.
Okay.
Go ahead and clear these guys and put you back here. It's the record producer. And he's got a message for Owen that he wants him to come back, or it's not he's already secured the gig at the Oasis, and it's going to be next weekend. He needs him to come out and do like a 20-30 minute gig to open up for some other act. They were reticent to have him come out, but apparently the proprietor of the business seemed rather interested in you, Clarence. Said that seemed interested in the guy that follows you around, Owen. What's his name? Lawrence? Larry? Clarence? Whatever it is. Yeah, she seemed very interested in him coming along. So, if you could bring him as well. But, yeah, you can contact me back, and he leaves you a few numbers at the end of the message to get back a hold of him.
Alright. Yeah, I got my notepad scribbling out while this is happening, too, because I never remember to rewind a damn thing.
Alright, and your third message is the person from the Mourning Star saying their tone, what they're saying doesn't match their tone. Their tone sounds fearful. They're like, hey, Owen, hey, could you come back and play tomorrow night? The Wicked and Divine? Make sure you bring your sister and your fixer, would you, please? I really could use you guys.
Wait, they shouldn't know that I'm... Okay.
He's like,
That's
I've
weird.
got a slot open for you. It's okay if you say no, but please. And 9 p.m., come on out, kind of thing, for the next night. And that's the message you hear, Clarence. You don't wipe the answering machine, do you? That's totally an option you have.
The what now?
Wiping the answering machine. That's totally an option you have.
There's nothing incriminating there that I can tell, so I'll just leave it unplayed, and hopefully somebody remembers to play it back if they look at the notes. So I'll just put the post-it note on top of it.
All right. You're putting the post-it note, and they'll say that you pull the post-it note, and you're writing a message on the post-it note. I take it and sticking it there. And while you're writing it down, you notice something. Go ahead and roll me an awareness plus wits. Let's see what you notice exactly. There's a few options here, because the audience has voted for major clue.
Major clue. Awareness and my wits. Yeah.
Oh, I really wanted to give that secret.
Oh, hi.
All right. So, yeah, I'll roll the possible bestial failure into it. You look over and you see a foot sticking out from underneath the desk.
Is the foot attached to anything?
Well, that's
Your
where the
leg?
bestial failure comes in. You see it, you're like, what the hell? And you go to yank on it, and the foot comes out unattached.
Okay, then I'm just gonna go, oh, what the hell? Then I drop it again. Okay, is that Ramirez's shoe then?
It absolutely is, but you don't remember Ramirez missing a foot.
I'm just gonna go ahead and set that next to the answering machine. And then just get another post-it note and be like, I don't know. Did he have both feet when we saw him? And then I just kind of put it underneath the other one.
But you see up underneath the desk as well with the foot. Yeah, who throws a shoe? But you see up underneath the desk, along with the foot, it seems that somebody's dropped a wallet.
That's a clue.
A major clue.
What's inside the wallet? Is there any money?
Yeah, there's a little bit of money. You can go ahead and pocket that. And
okay, yeah, go to pocket that money. And I guess I should check to see whose wallet it belongs to.
The wallet belongs to Oliver.
Go ahead and put the money back.
But in the wallet, there's pictures.
Uh-huh.
There are pictures of... You've seen the lady with Owen before. You think it's his touchstone, this Vivienne lady. There's pictures of her in his wallet.
Mm-hmm. And Vivienne. That's unusual. I guess I'd go ahead and just put that with the shoe. It'd be like, in my ever-increasing pile of clues.
Like, here you go. We got a shoe. We've got a wallet belonging to that Oliver guy.
Definitely don't want on my person. My car is parked in the warehouse, right? None of the pictures had a picture of my car.
No picture of your car. Your green station wagon with the wood panels is just fine.
Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and, if I can't find anything more to figure out here, I don't know, I could do another look around, make sure there's no one hiding in the warehouse, and then I'm just going to go ahead and lock myself in the trunk for the day.
Alright. Now, there's not much else you could find. There's just this wallet from Oliver in there, and there's pictures of Vivienne, and like a slip of paper with her home address and all these things on it.
Right. There's no time to get back over there, though, I don't think.
No. So, Owen.
No.
You were at Vivienne's house.
Yep.
You just found this package. You stumbled on it at the door. Let me go ahead and get our next poll going. Where is the person who left this box? Are they behind Owen? Are they escaping? Are they already dead and laying on the floor within the house? Or sitting on the couch? Oh man, that's going to be fun. So, and you don't notice it yet.
Yeah.
It looks like it's probably not going to be behind you. Yeah, it's definitely sitting on the couch. That is the overwhelming winner here. So yeah, you see this package, you open it up, and you immediately see that hand, the card, the note. You see the Polaroids in there. There's a few of them, and it's mostly just her and her daughter.
Okay.
But that's when you notice, out of the corner of your eye, a man sitting on the couch, his eyes glazed over, as he's staring at a TV that is off. On his forehead is the telltale sign of Father Calloway's symbols.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. I pull out my gun from behind my bag. I would approach him
Alright.
to see, like, if he reacts to me at all. If he, like, what's going
He doesn't
on? Why
acknowledge your presence.
Does not? Okay.
Yeah, as far as you're approaching, he's still sitting there just completely glazed over, in a fugue state, if you will.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes, like, wave my hand, lace up my fingers. Nothing going on there.
All right. Go ahead and he quickly lunges for your gun.
Oh, good.
Are you gonna try to pull it away from him? Gonna quickly try to shoot him? What are you doing?
Yeah, I would shoot him. I'm not.
Give me a firearms plus dexterity to pull it off faster than he goes to shoot you, or faster than he goes to grab the gun.
It's a oh shit moment. Yeah. We're gonna go for a surge here.
Blood surge it is.
Yeah. Difficulty?
Let's go with a 4.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he is moving exceptionally fast. Uh-oh. Failure by 3.
Yeah.
He lunges for the gun. He gets it out of your hand. Your 1 is enough to make it gum him up enough to where he doesn't spin it around and pull it on you. But he's in the process, and he elbows you in the side of the face real quick. That's no superficial damage to you. It's not enough to really hurt you. But he elbows you in the side of the face, and it sends you, stepping back a couple feet as he's trying to pull the gun up to point it at you.
Okay.
So around this time, you can hear a light switch loudly click on behind you, like in a room behind you as a door is starting to creak open. What are you doing, Owen?
I'm gonna attempt to, like, I need my gun back is what's really happening here. So I'm gonna yell to go back to your room because I'm assuming it's Vivian, but it could be Veronica. I don't know which one it is. Either way, they don't need to be out here. So yell at them to stay in the room, and I'm just gonna. Oh, this is anything awfully. Just like tackle the dude, get my gun back.
Roll me a persuasion plus, charisma. Whichever your highest social stat is, go ahead and use that one, and that's what you use to tell them to stay in the room. I'll give you that leeway on it.
Okay.
Yeah, you hear, "Oh my God!" as you hear the door quickly slam back shut, and it was a child's voice. As you hear Vivian's voice spout up with, as you hear, "Veronica!" as you start to hear loud footsteps on the floor. And now you said you're trying to lunge for this guy's gun? Or, your gun that's in this guy's hand.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Go ahead and, you're able to reach it. It's not going to be an issue for you. Give me a brawl plus strength. He's fighting with you over that gun.
This is going to be great. Alright, we did surge, so it's... Yep.
He's able to push you back, and then he pulls the trigger. Pop, pop, pop! It pops 3 into your chest. We'll see you take 2 superficial damage.
Alright.
Yeah, one of them pierces right through your heart, goes out of your back and into the front door. The other 2 stay lodged inside of your stomach.
That's probably bad.
Real fast at you as you start to hear the kid scream, and you're starting to hear Vivian scream.
Okay. I'm gonna get real weird with this here. I'm gonna try entrancement on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So entrancement is kind of like dominate, but it's more like I force him to fall in love with me and do whatever it takes to please me.
The connotations of this.
Yeah. They get real weird.
They get real weird real
No
fast.
consent.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go with it. Go ahead, and he has some other stuff going on in his mind. This is gonna be another difficulty 4.
Okay. This is a charisma presence check.
Somebody's already been there massaging the brain.
He's got scramblies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone's had some fun.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right
Hey.
on the money.
Right. Jeez.
We'll say
Something has to go right.
it's enough to snap him out of whatever he's got going on, and he quickly lowers the gun and realizes where he's at, and he drops it to the floor. He's not exactly obeying every command, but you've got him. You've got him. What do you want?
I want to I want to know what he's doing here, first of all.
It's like, I don't... How are you asking him? What are you exactly asking? That'll determine exactly how he answers.
It's kind of... It's almost like a seduction act, but it's kind of like it's already there, you know? Like, as it kind of digs it deeper to him. Like, it would please me greatly to recount the last few hours of your life for me.
See, I don't...
Like, walk me through.
I don't remember. I was following Father Calloway. I ate a wafer, and now I'm shooting a gun. Oh my God, are you okay? As he notices the blood on the front of your shirt and the bullet wounds.
Oh, yeah, that stage makeup. Don't you're fine. Don't worry about it.
As he's just, and you see the eyes start to roll into the back of his head as he's starting to faint.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let him faint because he doesn't go anywhere if he's fainted, you know.
Yeah, he's completely fainted.
Oh.
And we'll say, this older gent here. He's completely fainted, and as he does, his head brushes up against you, and you realize that on his forehead is not a tattoo. It was kind of like how they do the ash. It's that, but really densely done.
And do I know that it's normally tattooed for for Calloway's regular followers, or would I not?
Well, we'll see. He's not this older guy. He's a younger guy. He's got a white button-up shirt and a black tie, black slacks. The white button-up shirt, short sleeve, and he's got the white shirt on underneath. He's got black slacks, black loafers. It looks like this symbol was just applied to his forehead as he completely passes out on the ground.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna keep my eye on him for a minute. Check on Vivian and Veronica. Like, I kind of prop him up, I guess, on the couch again. So I can have a visual on him and then check on the girls at the same time.
Alright, who are you checking on first, Vivian or Veronica?
Vivian.
Alright, you open the door and she's cowered there with a baseball bat as she's still staring at the phone across the room going, I'm gonna do it, as you open the door. She's like, Owen! What's going on?
I wish I had a better answer than the truth. Because I don't really know. And I'm very open and honest with her. Like, she's a touchstone. She's not a ghoul of mine, but she is very much my trusted person in this world and one of my herd. So she knows kind of all about me, what's going on.
Okay, so she knows the whole vampire of it all.
Yeah.
Alright, so
maybe not so much Veronica, but to her, I was Uncle and that cool guy that hangs out at night. But
yeah, as you're trying to give her whatever explanation you're giving, she just drops the bat, pushes past you, and runs straight for Veronica's room.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, and she's just hugging her kid, asking her, "Are you okay, sweetie?" Kissing her on the forehead, brushing her hair back. It's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Giving her a hug, not giving her daughter a chance to breathe or answer. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yep.
But yeah, she's like, and she sees once again, just like the guy in the living room saw, the 3 bullet wounds. She's like, oh my god, are you okay? Do you guys... You guys are fine, right? And she's like, you know what she implies by you guys. Anytime she says you guys to you, she means vampires.
Yeah. It's, stage makeup's fine.
It's like, okay, I heard gunshots, but she looks back at Veronica and she's like, no, you didn't hear gunshots, sweetie. Those were fireworks. Somebody outside was being loud. It's July, not too long after 4th of July. People like to shoot fireworks.
Yeah.
And she's like, just go back to bed, sweetie. And she comes back out of the room and shuts the door behind her. She's like, what the fuck is going on, Owen?
Look,
As she just comes out of the living room, she's like pushing her robe closed and like walking out with her arms folded. As she steps out of the living room, she sees the guy on her couch and she just like screams and kind of jolts back. She's like, who the fuck is that?
It's added to my things of things I don't know yet. Unfortunately,
She's like,
he'll wake up at some point.
Is he?
So.
Oh, he's alive.
Yeah. He passed out. He's faded.
As she's saying that, she's like going up there. She's like putting her fingers on his pulse, and she even like jumps when she feels his pulse. She's like, "Oh my god, he is alive!" Oh,
yeah. He shot me and I passed out. Wow.
Okay, and she sees That's when she finally notices the box and the blood that's pooling up in the corners of it. She's like,
I wouldn't do that one.
She's like, is that yours? As she notices her name on the side of it. She's like, wait, why is my... As she's starting to walk towards it.
It's got your name on it, and you're not going to like any part of it whatsoever. I'll tell you right now. I think it's really the message is for me, though.
Yeah, she gets up to it, and she sees the hand inside, screams, falls backwards.
Yeah, I'll go catch her. Like, right, I told you wouldn't like what's in the box.
All right, you catch her, and you notice the kid on the couch starting to wake up. Clearly, nobody picked up on the reference. He's dressed like a Mormon missionary kid that goes around.
Yeah. Okay, so he's waking up. I gotta sit in his lap and like make eye contact with him.
He's like, what? As he's like waking up and he just sees you making eye contact. That's the first thing he sees. He feels the pressure of you on his lap first. As you see, he's just like, what? What? Huh? And that's when he sees you. What are you doing?
Hey, you shot me a minute ago. You remember this? That just happened and then he passed out?
It's like, yeah.
Okay. Don't do that again. It's not nice. It's not productive in any way. I'm not a fan of it. We were having a conversation before you passed out. I want to continue that conversation now.
He's like, okay. Are you doing any powers on him?
Yeah, we're gonna activate and try to just talk to him.
All right. He's like, oh yeah. What? Like I said, I don't remember anything.
Mm-hmm. Where did you? Were you at the alley by the Mourning Star? Where were you when you met Father Calloway?
I was with Father Calloway. I was sent by my mission to come out and spread the gospel of the Church of Latter-day Saints. And I met Father Calloway, and he said he knew a little bit about something, and next thing I know, I'm eating a wafer, and now I'm here. Why are you sitting on my lap?
It would keep you where I could. Keeps you where I like you. Honestly, is the answer.
Hang on, though. Are you sitting Santa style, or are you sitting like?
Yeah, how are you sitting on his lap? Are you straddling him?
Yeah, I'm straddling him, like facing him. So my knees are on either side of his thighs.
As you can tell that he looks uncomfortable,
Yeah.
But at the same time, you see his lips flushing up red, as you could tell this is turning him on a little bit.
Me too, kid. Yeah, because it's like it's as much as it is like a dominating pose, like it also just keeps him down in a spot where I can just kind of manage him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so what else are you asking him?
As I'm walking through, like, okay, so you're Mormon, and they sent you to hang out with Father Calloway. How does that work? Like,
No, they sent me to
what
the
types
city to
of?
pass out flyers and to
Oh,
the
okay.
homeless, and well, I ran across this weird guy with kind of gray skin who said crazy stuff. I didn't,
And then you ate what he gave. You realize that's
I
not
don't remember why I did it. Next thing I know, I'm just eating a wafer thing. He said it was the blood or body of Christ or something.
all right. Blind devotion, I guess. So he has the like the smudge mark, like or the upside down cross, but it's smudged in. It's not a tattoo. It's like ashy.
Yeah, it's like that.
Okay.
It's got that circle, the cross, a little circle at the top, but it's not tattooed on like the typical Father Calloway followers. Like this was put on like a temporary thing.
Gotcha. Asking him, do you know the symbol on your forehead? What's that all about?
He's, no, what? As he reaches his hand up and wipes his hand, he sees he's got black. It's like, what's on my forehead?
You're gonna love it, kid. There's oh, a St. Paul cross. I think is what it is.
He's like,
It's an upside
oh.
down cross.
It's like, I
Yeah.
don't know too much about too many crosses other than, what we have at the church. As he's just, you see that he's starting to mellow into it. Your awe effect is starting to really,
Yeah.
sink in on him. As he's been through a lot. He hit his head when he fainted.
It was Peter. I realized. I think it's Peter. This is a tangent for religious history, I guess, or fantasy, however you want to look at it.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to be crucified the same way as Jesus, so he asked to be upside down, which is pretty brutal.
Yeah, that's pretty
Honestly.
brutal.
But I'm like telling this kid like what he should know already. Like,
Yeah.
wow. Like half remembering it. Yeah, no, it's upside down cross. Yeah, okay. What were your he probably doesn't know. What were your plans after the box?
What do you mean?
You were just kind of sitting on a couch when I found you.
What box?
Boy. Yeah, that's fair. You don't remember anything else. You wouldn't remember the box either. Okay.
Like, he's just very confused, but he's just smiling at you like this is how life is supposed to be. Like some strange man he's never met before is supposed to be sitting on his lap, not breathing in his face.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name's Steven.
Great. Okay, Steven.
Steven has a history with these players, guys. He's been in multiple of our Vampire Chronicles.
Steven, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what to do with you.
Well, I don't know. I'm supposed to pass out flyers, and I'm supposed to, as he looks at the clock that's on the wall, he's like, oh my god, I'm supposed to be home. Oh man. As he sees it's dark outside, you can see that you're all still working on him, but he's panicking. Not about you, just about the time.
Yeah. Where's home exactly?
The Mormon Enclave just outside of town.
Uh-huh. You're probably very late to that now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna like grab him by the jaw, because like I'm not done with this kid, but I have no need for him right now, kind of thing. So what I want to do is kind of grab him by the jaw, like look him in the eyes, and then kiss him. While I do so, like bite my tongue and like feed him my blood.
You gonna ghoulify him?
Yeah, I'm gonna start the process at the very least, but yeah.
Yeah, get the level 1 blood bond going.
Yeah. Yeah, like so there's something I'm like it's like kind of like, hey, as a detective, like don't leave town, but this is just the vampire way of doing that, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like make you dependent on me, like cool.
Yeah, he's not gonna realize why he's following you, or he can't go back home. He's not gonna realize it. But you do that and send him on his way.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, he goes packing and he like just heads out the door like totally from Ghostbusters whenever he like comes out of the dog and his like collar's all messed up and he's just like hey. That's how he's like leaving out the door, just like hey. Even trips over the box like he doesn't even see it. He's like, oh, hey guys, you got mail. As he like walks through the door and like heads outside into the night.
I make sure he has my number before he leaves, I guess is the other important part here. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's something you probably would have carried around, business cards or something for your band.
Yeah.
Come here at my office.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So what are you doing for the rest of your night? I know Clarence is passing out at the Haven.
Yeah.
Violet's passing out at Oliver's.
Yeah, I'll be staying here. It'll just be explaining to Vivian what's going on, like and keeping her up to date as I know. Like this is what's going on. This is the hand that belongs to this guy. I don't know what the hell's going on with the card, but it was just from the dead. Just keeping her up to date, and I'm going to have my ghoul Greg, the police officer, like keep an eye on her during the daytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna give him a call.
Yeah.
Yeah, he answers and he hears your voice and when he realizes, okay, maybe I should take this. All right, what's up, man?
Hey, you know Vivian?
Yeah, I remember you telling me about her. What's going on, brother?
Guy broke into her house. I keep it kind of vague. Like, I don't even know why I'm not lying to the guy, but not telling him the truth. It's like, guy broke into her house, rattled her up pretty good, left some weird shit. Do you think you, maybe one other guy, I'll pay, like security detail kind of situation just during the daytime?
Oh yeah, all off books, huh?
Yeah.
No worries there. I got you. I have another couple guys look into it too.
I appreciate it. Okay. And then I'll call you tomorrow night.
Like, all right, yeah, man. I'll be around. Give me a call.
All right. Appreciate it.
You can hear he's already snoring before he even hangs up.
Yeah. Like that takes care of her.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I think she'd be safer. Like as much as like, oh yeah, I'd run away from this or whatever. I think she's safer here, closer to me than not. So.
Okay.
No.
So, what do you got? Are you crashing at? Are you making your way back to your office or?
No, I would crash there for the night.
Okay.
It's not the first time. So, blackout curtains and.
All right. Go ahead and rouse the blood to wake up for the next night. You guys wanting to go hunting? You gotta hold off.
No, I'm good.
I already have one. So
I'm still full.
I don't know. I think I might need to.
Well, how's it looking, Clarence? You hungry?
Trying to find where the tab is for the rouse.
Oh, right next to the Hugger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
You're good?
Yes.
All right. Is Clarence going to go hunting? Are you gonna hold
No,
off?
I don't.
All right.
Yeah, I don't need to go chase down some tourists yet.
All right. So I know Clarence, you're gonna get woken up to Mira at the office. She's gonna be arriving not too long after you wake up, Clarence. The Mira is the Baron's right hand. So Owen, what are you doing when you wake up? Are you heading back to the office?
Yeah, I would go straight back.
And Violet, when you wake up the next night, Oliver's already left you a note that he's had to go to work. But he put a little XO at the bottom, but you could tell he was nervous about putting it down there.
Oh.
Did you guys have a night, or a day, should I say? Did you have a day cap? Did you let him get that thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Even though I was mad at him.
You guys had that, like, the really slow, passionate 80s hair metal music playing. You know, just long guitar, high E's.
We got the 1.5 bass.
Yeah, he left you a note saying that he had to go to work. You know, left a key on the counter for his apartment for you.
Oh.
I'll write on the note, be like, miss you.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'll take his key and then, like, first I'll call a cab so that way I can get a ride.
Alright.
Since my car is nowhere close to me.
Yeah, your car's back at the office. Back at the warehouse.
Yeah.
Alright, so you head back to the warehouse too. So Clarence, yeah, you're your first person to arrive. Owen, he comes through the door. Alright, take it away. You remember, you're the one that stumbled on all that crap in his office. Did you clean it up, or did you leave everything where it was? Including the foot and the wallet?
It's literally just in a pile next to the answering machine with whatever notes I took about it. Because I was tired.
Yeah, you're just kind of lounging about, and Owen, you hear the steel door close behind him as Owen steps into the warehouse.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, we got problems.
Yeah, we really do. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. I mean, let's just look at the boot in the room here.
No, I'm not familiar with that expression.
I literally point at the boot.
You see that there is a shoe and a wallet next to the answering machine that has another red blinking light on it.
So Ramirez had both his feet, right?
Yeah, I feel like they would have mentioned the no foot thing. Like, we also need a hand. Oh, I found his hand, by the way. He's like,
oh, that's good.
I thought like a day-old box with a hand in it still.
Yeah, to do the blood that's pulled into the corners and wet it to dry now, so there's just like that weird cardboard stain that's in brown and red.
Yeah.
Did you take that with you? Because we could just put it with the rest of the weird shit that we've been finding.
Yeah, I would have brought the hand for sure.
Okay, yeah. I guess we just put it in the pile of clothes here then.
Okay. The Ramirez pile.
And so that's Owen's wallet, but it also has notes about Vivian in it. I don't understand that. Can you make any sense of this, man?
That's around the time you hear the door opening with Violet arriving at the warehouse.
Yeah, I'm just looking through this wallet. She enters.
I'm just gonna be like straight looking at the Clarence, like, Clarence.
And she seems super happy, but roll an awareness plus wits, Violet, to see if you notice it before you're told. After your night with your mulleted hero, his face is burned into your memory. Oh yeah, you totally notice that That's his ID in the wallet. Owen's currently going through. Like Owen's pulling stuff out of it, and you see that.
Oh, I'll be like, like you know, no.
You snatch it, and that's Oliver's
Well-
driver's license. That's his ID.
Yeah.
That's his
Does he
wallet.
know
You
about this
recognize that
place?
wallet.
Yeah, how's your little boy toy now? About the warehouse.
I didn't tell him about the warehouse.
That's when you guys notice that there are the pictures still up on the wall. Clarence left them where they were.
Yeah.
A couple more pictures
I
fell
didn't
off
do
the
any
wall
of
because, like I said, they were hastily tacked up. So a couple more have fallen off the wall and onto the floor.
Yeah. Also, your man's got Vivian in his wallet. What's up with that?
There's a Polaroid of Vivian in his wallet with a note on it, like a paper-clipped piece of paper with her address.
I mean, that could be a question. Hey, first, not my boy toy. Like, calm down.
As she does that, you can see that she's trying really hard to heal the hickey that's on her neck.
Yeah.
But I can ask him later. Okay, that's like put a pin in the questions
Put a pin in
because yeah.
So,
Yeah.
pressing issue though, and I go ahead and pull out the photograph of the
No, you say
of me
pressing
feeding.
issue. I'll be like, no, hang on. Like,
I just need a light.
No, Clarence, you can clean my apartment.
What?
We have so many.
I gotta
more
clean
important
I gotta
things
clean
in
up my
our
mess before I
apartment
even
right
think
now.
about your mess. You got a light?
Yeah, I pull a lighter out of my pocket.
Cool. We're going to go ahead and burn this photograph here because I really
as they're
do
burning, you
not
notice
want
that
to
they
get-
are Polaroids of you guys in the act of feeding, full vamped out fangs on the view, full view, everything.
Can I see mine?
Yeah, you can snatch it out of his hand before it finishes burning and stamp it out.
Yeah. Because I exclusively feed while having sex.
Yeah,
So like this is
it's through a window.
bedroom.
So yeah,
Your
I
window?
will
Okay.
admit I forgot that little detail. Yeah, it's through a window.
I was like,
It is you mid scrump with like fangs right in the back of someone's neck.
yeah.
Yeah, and I feed by straight up mugging people. So
Oh, it's a Polaroid picture, so take that as you will. If it's good or bad, it's a Polaroid. So the background, it's really dark. The shadows are extra shadowy. So yeah, the contrast is out of whack on this old Polaroid. Plus, it was taken at night, so the only reason you could tell that it's Owen is because he is translucently white.
Yeah. I'll burn it because it's smart.
yeah, I'm still burning the shit out of my photograph.
All right, so your photographs
Okay,
are burning up. Going through more of the wallet, you see that even the credit cards in there are issued to Oliver. This is his wallet.
Yeah.
100% his wallet, including like his police parking garage pass that he's got it punched.
So your man has Vivian's address and her picture. Broke into my office, left a shoe.
How do you know he left the shoe?
Well, that's from
Did someone else leave his wallet?
Whose foot is
well,
that?
we keep saying shoe. There is a foot inside of that shoe, a severed foot, up to just past the ankle bones.
So much worse. It goes great with the hand, though, I guess. Your man left a foot in my office.
How do you know he left the foot? Just because his wallet's here doesn't mean he left the foot.
You tell me somebody else left his wallet here?
Owen had the best ass in the picture, by the way. He's a vampire. That thing was sculpted by Unlife to be magnificent and glorious.
Oh, God. That's how he got his popularity, was from his ass.
Yep. Either talking out of it or using it.
So yeah,
I'm just gonna be like reaching for it, but like, what do you mean where I went?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys hear the steel door of the warehouse open up and close.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Who knows about this place other than us?
as you
No
look,
one's supposed to.
as you look down there and you see it's Mira with Silk. They're aware of this place. They've been here before.
Yeah, the second one explains it first, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can't hide from Silk.
No, Silk knows everything in the city.
Great. So should we have them in this office, or should we take it outside?
Can I just like shove the shoe onto
Let's
the
take it outside. There's
onto
pictures
the
of
floor,
us
so
hanging
it
on
just
the
looks-
on the office
Yes,
wall.
let's say, are you going outside with this? Are you hiding evidence? What are you guys doing? You guys are upstairs in the office. All that can be seen is you guys in there talking to each other and then freezing while you're looking at them as these pictures finish burning in Clarence's hand. So it looks like he's a magician doing flash paper as they come inside.
I'm just gonna take the shoe and put it with the other shoes that Owen has lined up, and hope you don't freaking notice it.
They're gonna notice the pictures hanging on the wall.
We can't do anything about that. We're going downstairs.
Okay.
Alright,
like
so you guys head
Oh,
downstairs. We've got a Silk.
Yep.
We've got a Mira. As you guys come downstairs, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Clarence, my bad.
No, I just said we're closed, guys. There's nothing here.
Silk's like, humorous. The Baron sent us to talk with you. As
You know
Mira,
what?
as Mira's still standing there just doing her tough chick, like her tough gangrel woman stance, as she's just looking at you, Clarence, with that look on her face, like she's licking a fang that she's looking at you, and she protruded one fang just to and lick it while she looks at you. Like, yum, Claire Bear. And she even addresses you as that. When you come up, she's like, hi, Claire Bear.
Thirsty, are we?
So,
yeah,
Mira's like, the Baron sent us. Johnny Diamond, he noticed that you were in the sewers with us, and you were accounted for most of the evening. So he's pretty sure that you've had nothing to do with Ramirez's death. And he knows that we were with him all night. Well, and Silk's like, well, he knows where I was. He keeps tabs on me. The fucker blood bonded me 10 years ago.
Ugh.
He's like, so we've all been accounted for. The 5 of us and the Baron, we're not on his list. We are good. Which is why he sent us here to ask you for help. He understands what it means to ask neonates, and she says that with like a ring of disgust in her throat.
Yeah.
He knows what it's like to ask, what it means to ask a neonate for help. But you might be the ones to pull it off. Silk looks at you and they all know who I am. People know not to say shit whenever I come around. I can't hide around some people anymore. And you could tell that the ugliness isn't really what took him into his Nosferatu curse. His Nosferatu curse is the smell of the dead. This dude smells like a corpse, but he has sprayed himself down with like Brute, Old Spice. He's rubbed himself with tree fucking car fresheners. Like, the dude smells rough.
Open a window in here.
Like, the way he even describes it, it's like, oh yeah, it's like someone sprayed a Calvin Klein on a piece of shit.
Accurate, so accurate.
But other than that, he's dressed dapper, and he just looks like a bald dude who might be going through some kind of chemo.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we don't really have much of a choice.
He's like,
There's...
I have a few ideas of who we could take a look at, but did you have any ideas about who might be responsible? Have you seen anything? Heard anything?
Yeah, I got an office full of stuff you want to see.
No.
And she looks at you and she's like, do what? And then as soon as Violet goes no, she looks at Violet and she's like, what is in the office?
Oh, come on. It'll be a lovely little field trip.
She looks at you, she's like, after you.
So I have the
I'm
wallet in my
like
pocket.
saying to myself, like, I did get the fucking wallet.
It's in my pocket, though. I still have
I
it.
just go ahead and
Okay.
and I'll just say to Mira, age before beauty.
So you guys get up in the office, and her and Silk are looking over what's on the desk. And Silk was like,
Yeah.
when did you get this?
The third of the hand.
All of this. As even gestures at the pictures
Well,
on the wall.
Most of this was graciously provided for us in this office, which is lovely.
Let me ask, where's the wallet?
It's in my pocket.
Okay. With all the cards, the ID, and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, is this all of it?
Foot was here. I brought the hand from a one of my herd. They left a message for them.
As he's kind of looking through all the stuff, he's like, is this all of it?
This is it.
Roll roll a subterfuge plus manipulation.
Alright.
Just kind of grinding
he's looking
the
dead at
ashes
you. He's
of
even
the
got the
photographs
glasses
and
off
turned.
now. He's fully taken the sunglasses off, and he's looking at you. He's even taken the gloves off his hand.
Alright.
And he's like put the gloves down on the desk and then the glasses down on top of him.
Okay. I activate Oz. I do this. So yeah.
I'm not trying to be deceptive.
It's like, okay. Do you have any idea who brought this shit here? As he's going through all of it.
And I'm staring at Owen for like, you want fucking break? No, open your mouth.
The only thing I can think of is one of those religious nuts. You know, the symbols in the sewers.
Mira's like, one of Father Calloway's nut jobs?
Yeah. Same one. Well, not the same one, obviously, but one of them jumped out the box at my herd's residency too. So.
Hang on, those dudes are nutty and stab happy, but I don't think they can be manipulated into doing shit against.
Well, no, this one was like glazed over. Didn't have a clue where he was or what he was doing.
So it's like, we might need you to look into that. I also have through the grapevine that you were present for a little Irene altercation and her dumbass.
Yeah, I stopped the two from getting into a fight in public.
Fun. So she tried to fight with Ramirez at the club?
Yeah, the Mourning Star. They were getting into a verbal altercation. You know how Irene is. She'll get physical quick. And,
what were they talking about? What were they arguing about?
I assume it was money. Ramirez was saying that she owed quite a bit to the Baron, and that them sleeping around together wasn't enough to cover it.
You see Mira perk up as soon as you say owes the Baron. She's like, what does she owe the Baron?
I didn't catch that part. Just that it was a lot, whatever it was, and Ramirez wasn't going to cover it anymore for her. So.
Alright.
I didn't think much of it then, you know. I was trying something to kind of get his ass beat, you know.
It's like, do you know anybody else who might be trying to threaten anybody? The Baron sees this as a direct threat to him, his security, the Anarch movement here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, no, I agree, because again, this was at my herd's, but you know, I eat there, and I don't like his hand being there.
Do you know anybody who might know about this person being one of your herd? Or do you think they were
Uh,
randomly targeted?
Other than these two here, I mean, whoever knows had to have known. There's, nothing to correlate me and this person otherwise.
It's like, okay.
Mm.
This looks like it's a long night. Where are you headed? As you've already listened probably to the messages, Owen, you know you've got a gig
Okay.
at Mourning Star tonight.
Well, that wouldn't be bad. See if Irene shows up. The club. Yeah, sure. It's also right next to Rat Alley where Calloway hangs out anyways, so.
It's like, good idea. How about we go and we look into Father Calloway's goons while you go to the Mourning Star?
Okay.
He's like, put on a good show. Mira's like, I'll be sure of it. I'll be tagging along.
Don't rough up the kind there too hard there.
As, see Silk slips out and he was just like, you guys have a good night. And he says that with that tone of sarcasm.
Mm.
They're gonna get fucked up.
As Mira's like, I have a car waiting outside. We're heading to the Mourning Star, I take it?
Like, Owen, can we take your car?
Yeah.
I got my gun here.
I mean, I could take my car, but, like, I need to talk to Owen.
Yeah, I definitely need my car.
So you're taking your own car?
Yeah, it's good to have my stuff in it.
Yeah.
He's good.
Clarence, who are you riding with? Mira is suggesting heavily that you ride with her.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
And she keeps calling you Claire Bear.
Yes.
I'm pushing him. Like, go, Claire Bear. Go, Claire Bear.
Don't you start too.
Yeah, and it's like the old like box style like GMCs, like kind of limo deal.
Yeah.
What's the name of the driver from Die Hard? Cashmere, whatever his name is. That's your driver.
Yeah.
Got a young man named Cashmere as your driver. And
But
like he opens the door to let her in, and you hear Madonna's "Lucky Star" playing out the radio.
I'm gonna pull my my 6-shooter out, the one of the drawers that we got in the office here, and just tuck it in my my waistband.
Okay.
Right.
Just in case.
Just in case. So as you guys, you get over there to the Mourning Star. She takes her own car. She rides with you, Clarence. She's trying to put the moves on you the entire time you're riding with her. But not those kinds of moves. She's trying just to be like, why don't you separate from that? Argyle, that was his name. Thank you. Argyle. The name of your driver is Argyle.
Nice.
But yeah, she's trying to be like, why don't you just drop that coterie and run with who you're supposed to?
I think who I'm supposed to is who I want to.
Toreadors? Those artsy fucks? Do you think they understand you? What your needs are?
Yeah.
You're a predator. They're pansies.
You know also that I was one of those artsy farts in a way too.
Oh, yeah, you used to shoot some guns out and some targets. Yeah, good for you. You don't do that anymore. Now you kill people with abandon. Tourists, I hear. Regularly.
Yeah, they know that.
So don't give me this, your artsy
They're easiest to
shit.
disappear.
Maybe your coterie should disappear sometime.
Parents dislike that.
As you can see, Argyle's kind of looking in the rearview mirror. Argyle is a ghoul of Mira's, we'll say. And he's just kind of looking in the mirror. And he rolls up that window that separates the front part from, the back.
Look, they keep me in money. They give me something to do. So as long as that seems to be the arrangement we have, I'm going to stick around with it.
Okay. She's like, we'll see. That's by the time you guys are pulling up to the nightclub.
Mm.
So you guys get over to the Mourning Star again. It's the night's popping. The front door, there's the line outside, like the Night at the Roxbury kind of thing, where the dude's just right there with the red velvet rope earpiece. As you guys come pulling up, are you going to try to go through the front door or back? Because you got to go into Rat Alley to get into the back door.
I skip the line and just go through the.
Yeah.
I was about to say, the doorman sees you guys approaching.
Yeah.
But he sees Clarence, and he's just like, whoa, 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 whoa. He knows the two performers, but he's not familiar with Clarence. He's new here.
If I see that, I'll be like, no, he's with me. Come on.
He's like, all right, well, you vouch for him then. So anything Clarence does tonight's on you as far as the club staff is concerned, Violet.
I'll just slip him some money in his pocket. Okay.
I just come up to him and just be like, remember this face.
And you even do the. But yeah, you guys get into the Mourning Star. The club's popping. Everybody's having a good damn time. There's an act on that you've seen around town a couple times, Owen. They aren't doing too great. But you see the next act up in between you and this act that's currently on stage. Roxy.
Huh.
Oh, Violet's gonna be immediately mad.
Alright, so Mira kind of disappears. She kind of looks at you, Clarence, and she was like, find me after Owen's show. As she heads up into the upper sections, like the second floor balcony area. But you see Roxy preparing to go on stage next. That song ends, and she immediately starts saying that her band is called Dark and Violence.
Oh, fuck.
And she immediately jumps into one of your songs, Violet.
I'm getting on stage.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh yeah, the building, it's an old Catholic cathedral that had ran out of whatever, that they no longer held service there. And some trendy people bought it out. So yes, you see her performing, and the crowd starts rushing the stage because Dark and Violence is playing.
I'm getting on the stage. Like,
So you're
it's a
gonna
live
get.
song.
So all right, you're gonna go. And you see your sister making a bum rush for the stage. What are you doing? You stopping her? You letting her go?
Have at it.
Oh yeah. All right. And then Clarence, you stopping her or letting her go? Because I know your job is their fixer. I'm just gotta ask out of courtesy.
I was just gonna be like, no, don't. Okay, bye. Like, I'll make a grab at her.
Oh no, stop.
She's out of my. If she's out of my reach, I'm just gonna be like, I'm not fucking dealing with that. I'll clean up with whatever happens afterwards.
Alright, so she starts doing her thing. And you go to get on stage. You push your way through the crowd. Go ahead and give me an athletics plus strength. The crowd is trying to fight you hard.
No.
You're going to succeed getting through the
one.
crowd. It's not that it's impossible. This is just how well you do it. What degree of success you're hitting here.
Only have one day.
Nice.
It takes you a little while. She's able to get through like most of a song and get started on transitioning to the next one. She's doing some crowd work right now, going, all right, everybody, having a good night tonight. And it's like, as you're working your way, pushing your way through the people. And you get up to the stage as she starts the second song, and she even looks at you and winks and does like a... And then,
I'm gonna grab, like, if there's a microphone next to, like, near me, I'm gonna grab one. And then I'm gonna activate the same thing I did with Oliver, so
let's
I
see
can
what.
sing through the crowd.
Let's see if there's a microphone near you. Go ahead and give me a performance plus intelligence.
At least I can add on that.
A White Zombie was 80s. Rob Zombie was 90s.
White zombies, yeah.
I wanna add these dice up, baby.
Nice. So yeah, you know that there's like a little sound set gear next to the stage where they keep backup mics and like where they give you spots if you're gonna like bring extra guitars with different tunings. It's a spot for that kind of stuff. But yeah, there's an extra mic over there. You get it all hooked up, and you do what?
I'm gonna activate Melophonia again, like I did with Oliver, so I can get the crowd's attention.
What are you saying? You're about to scream into the microphone about a whole
No,
decade
I'm gonna
before
start.
streaming music
No,
exists.
I'm gonna start singing my own song. This is my fucking song. I'm singing my fucking song.
Oh shit. Okay, so go ahead and roll a performance plus charisma and add in your discipline.
The fun part is that she's responsible for what I do, not the other way around.
I think Clarence and I are just at the bar, just watching this.
I'm adding all the
Yep.
fucking dice. Adding all these motherfucking dice.
Well, you know the bar has a little desktop slot machine.
Oh yeah,
We're just playing on that, making sure nothing goes wrong.
Yeah, it's
I see
like every
15
third
quarters.
bar stool there's a poker machine.
Yeah,
So
those are
Yeah.
shiny though.
this quarter.
So you start belting it out and like you're over singing her that it's like you guys are going back and forth exchanging parts and she stumbles and forgets the lyrics to one part and you're able to overtake her. And you start singing and she's just looking a little embarrassed. So go ahead and give me another one of those rolls again. Bring this performance home. I say if you could literally sing her off stage, that's what you just did. Like you start giving more presence than her up on the stage. Anytime she tries to like come back forward, you push in front of her and she just gets embarrassed and walks off stage. But you've done it in such a way that the crowd thinks it's a part of the show and they just freak out. And so you got to perform an impromptu set. Go ahead and give me one to finish your set out. You've already pushed her off stage. Oh, but the rest of your show, with her kicked off the stage.
Oh.
Do you want a willpower reroll at all? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can only do 3, but 3 is better than nothing.
That's
Hey, it's still, 4
That's better.
successes. Yeah, just the motivation after getting her off stage was enough to sustain you for the rest of the show. But, an impromptu show was an impromptu show with a band that's not your normal backing band. And, like, partway through the show, you even probably looked at them threateningly, so they kept playing. And then when you finish the show, how do you exit the stage?
I'm just gonna jump off the stage.
No slam the mic down moment?
Oh no, I am gonna say it. Like, I'm just gonna like throw the mic into the crowd.
Yeah, as a tech scrambles to cut it
That's
off, as you hear
so
people in the
rude.
crowd going nuts into the microphone. And tech scrambles, cuts it off as like somebody gets the stage. All right, that was dark and violent. They just look very confused as about what just fucking happened. And they're like, all right, next on the stage in a couple minutes is going to be the Wicked and the Divine. As you hear some, house music start, playing. Some probably Depeche Mode or something. Oh, no, some Bauhaus. That's what starts playing. Some Bauhaus starts playing, and people are just doing their typical just goth nods. All right, so Owen, you getting ready for your show?
Yeah, so just start with finding someone in the crowd to take backstage with me.
All right, go ahead, and no need to roll. You find the appropriate person to take backstage with you. They're ready to go backstage with you. They don't know what you're about to do.
Yeah.
So you wait until you're alone with them.
Yep.
Go ahead and describe what you do.
So it starts with getting in the uniform. So jacket, shirt off. It's pants and suspenders still, and again, it's that intimate moment. Looking into her eyes, and as I go to like kiss her, and then kind of go to feed on her neck, I bite into her, and then instead of drinking the vitae, I just let it roll down my lips and down my chin and just down my body.
Nice.
So I'm just covered in blood.
Yeah. You get covered in blood and you lick the wound behind it. No need to roll or anything. You have the powers of seduction to do such a thing. Yeah, and you've got their blood trickling down you. It's around the time that you finish doing that, and their wound heals, and they're sitting there all woozy, like, "What? Huh? That was amazing."
Yeah.
The door's opening up.
Yeah,
the door's opening up. Oh, and you're on.
All right, let's do this.
I'm gonna be talking to Clarence. Be like, Clarence, I need something. Can we talk now?
All right, so Owen's getting on stage. You go ahead and give me a performance and charisma check, Owen. Let's see how the sway you have over this crowd. And what are Violet and Clarence? Where are you sitting? Are you sitting with? Are you accepting Mira's invitation to come sit with her? Essentially,
she wanted me to go after Owen's set, right?
Yeah. Did you take the invitation early? What are you doing?
No, I'm definitely not, because I really just want her to leave me the hell alone.
You want to willpower that one, Owen? Okay.
Not much.
So I'm going to be sitting. Like I said, I'm going to be sitting at like one of the, one of the bar top slot machines.
Yeah.
I'm just fiddling with that.
All right. So, Violet, you approach. As you could tell, the crowd was so hyped by like the display and show that you put on up there, with like kicking another singer off stage, thinking, "Wow, this is the weirdest set we've ever seen." Wicked and the Divine are doing good, but they aren't bringing that same level of heat, that same energy. It seemed the Bauhaus that was playing right before he got up on stage had the crowd a little bit more hyped. But you sit down next to Clarence. What you guys talking about?
Like, Clarence, like, I need something. But I'm not, like, really looking at him. I'm, like, looking at the crowd because I'm getting kind of hungry.
So you're going to go
What's
hunting?
that, a stray cat you got?
Well, you're sitting there at the bar. Before you can do too much, Silk reapproaches.
Well, there goes my night.
Silk comes and sits down with you. Or not Silk, sorry, I didn't mean Silk. The bartender. He comes over and he pulls up a stool behind the bar and he sits down. He was just like, I see Owen's on stage. Clarence, I really needed you here tonight. I'm glad you came.
We're kind of talking right now. Like, come on.
He's like, well, oh, sorry, Violet. Hi. The bartender. He's a bruja. He's, this is his mask. This is where he comes to hide. This is how he pretends to be human, is working at this satanic goth club.
Bit on the nose, but acceptable, yeah.
Yeah, you know, hide in plain sight is how his theory is. He's a Bruja. He's not one of the intellectual ones either.
No, but I will ask him
That's
nicely,
fair.
be like, do you two need to talk? Because I need to find
He was like,
something
"Oh no,
to
it's good
eat."
you're here too. I can use some expertise from you as well." Last night, like not too long after you left, these mafiosos came in and kind of like pushed around the place, and they've taken over the office. They pushed the boss out. Is there like any way you can get them the fuck out of here? They're trying to
Are they
claim it as
still
territory, as they call it.
Are they still in the office?
Absolutely, there's
Still
three of
there?
them.
Three?
Interesting.
I got
Like,
6.
Clarence,
Okay.
I think we should do the thing.
What's the thing we're doing? Great
Handle the
violence and anger?
situation.
Yeah, do it however you want. The reason I wanted you guys to come with the Wicked and the Divine to play is because they're one of the loudest bands and acts I can get on that stage, and, well, I need to cover up sound in case you do your thing, Clarence.
Sure.
It's
Sure,
like, I
sure.
can't do anything myself. I'm trying to, as, you know, everybody knows that, any vampire here knows that this kindred uses this place as his mask. So they know he ain't about to do anything here. He barely, he's a pushover to kind customers all the time.
The only thing
I'll
I
just
can
be like,
think of,
we got this.
the only thing I think of is make sure the bouncer don't know is me causing this problem. So if it spreads out, you know what I mean?
It was me. It was me, okay? It was me. Not you, it was me. Just tell him that. He'll believe it.
They got a really nice slot machine here. I'd hate to not be able to play it anymore.
No, just blame it on me. It's okay. I'd rather get kicked out.
It's a good thing I brought this thing along. Let's go shoot at some people.
Well, you shoot, I hit.
Alright, you guys head upstairs, and you get to the office, and kind of the same deal with Owen's office. There's like a large glass partition. You can see through it. You can see that there's one guy at the desk, and then 2 dudes sitting on chairs on the other side of the room as they're drinking some kind of brown liquor inside a cup, smoking cigars, as they're listening to some old Sinatra.
Hmm.
Talking about something you can't really make out over the music and through the door.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like, I'll tell Clarence, be like, hang on, and I'll knock on the door.
You hear them stop. You almost hear the record scratch as like they stop, and you hear the music turn down. As you hear one of them go, "It's better not be that fucking bartender again." As he walks up to the glass and he looks out and he sees you guys, he goes, "Who the fuck are you?"
Be like, your entertainment for tonight.
As he looks back, he goes, "Hey boys, I think boss sent us another good one." He opens up the door as he sees Clarence right behind you, and he goes, "And who the fuck is him?"
Be like, he's just in case. He waits outside, okay?
Oh,
Just in
okay.
case.
He's like, "Oh, okay, he's your pimp. Okay, we get it. Yeah, come on in, good thing. Come on in, good looking. Let's go." As they let you in and they shut the doors, they give you that look, like, "We'll treat her real good, you know?" And then they shut the door. Right behind you, Violet, as you come in. And then you have the trifecta. You've got one guy behind you who's kind of like brushing the hair, like, away from your shoulders as he's like sniffing the side of your neck, being a super fucking creep. As the other 2 dudes in front of you are just kind of like, "Hey, so what the boss do for us this time? What do we do to earn this? Who goes first, huh?"
So they're all around her. It's just they're gonna go 3, 2, 1. They're gonna kick in the door and just go ahead and just plug each one, basically Red Dead Redemption style.
Oh, nice.
Pop, pop, pop.
Real fast, give me firearms plus wits to do the pow 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 pow.
Hopefully, just 3 bops.
One hits me, bistro failure.
Let's get scary. Quick draw.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, you take out the first two. You got like Violet. You feel like as he's sniffing you, you feel the splatter of the blood just across the front of your face as he just falls down to the ground, like he slides off the left of your shoulder. And as you see the guy that's to your front right, you just see the back of his head explode onto the wall behind him as his eyes roll back and he just falls backwards. And then the other guy gets grazed along the cheek as he pulls out his gun and he starts firing back blindly. Misses both of you, just shooting off in the general direction. But somebody just next to you, Clarence, a human walking by, some woman going to the bathrooms, boom, catches the bullet right to the side of the neck and hits the ground.
In hell.
So what are you doing,
Go
Violet?
ahead and grab her, drag her in.
If I see if he's close to me, I'm just gonna try to punch him. Like I don't shoot, but I punch.
Go ahead and give me a brawl plus composure. Alright. Yeah, you just square up, just like knock this dude straight in the mouth. You feel a couple of his teeth cave in under your fist. It's and it like falls backwards into the chair on the other side of the room, all movie style, and like hits the wall. The picture frame above him falls and hits him on the head and falls to the ground as he is just unconscious, laying in the chair, bleeding from the mouth.
Be like,
These
well,
locals?
I'm hungry.
I was about to say, you gonna eat that?
You can
Yeah,
tell that these guys
hungry.
are from the local DiGiorno Mafia crime family. Yes, that DiGiorno. They are. They got their money from making DiGiorno frozen pizzas,
Mm.
and they just focus it right back into crime.
So this lady, she DOA, she no good?
Right? It's not delivery. It's organized crime. Now, what was that, Clarence? Sorry.
Is it that lady, she down or she dead?
She's just got shot in the side of the throat. She's most likely going to die soon.
I don't know if I can do anything to fix that.
Well-
She gets to join the office murder club.
The blood club.
So you're just pulling her into the office?
Well, I definitely don't want to see her. Like, I definitely don't want her to freaking.
Well, I was
cause
going
a
to say,
scene
she
downstairs,
is
so-
suffering in front of you. What are you doing? She's literally suffering in front of you, clawing at you for help.
Yeah.
I could give her some of my blood to heal her.
Go for it.
Yeah, go for
Like, I'll just give her, like, here, shut up.
it. If you're, from doing that, since you won't be able to restore any humanity, because you don't have any humanity damage, or you haven't lost any, go ahead and restore any superficial willpower damage you might have, or at least one of them. You feel good about yourself. You helped a lady.
Yay.
Yeah, you helped a lady.
What a nice person you are.
Great, so you help her, and you can hear Owen. Give me one more performance check, Owen, before we will take a break for a second, so we can refill our drinks, and everybody can breathe for a moment.
Quick question, that Mafia guy, he's just unconscious, right?
He's just unconscious in the chair.
Okay. I guess
As
I'm
you can hear,
pushing
Owen
this.
just finished a song, and the crowd out there is going nuts. And it's around this time from behind you, you hear the voice of Silk going, "What the fuck have you got yourselves into again?" Alright, looks like everyone voted for detectives.
Even I did.
Alright. Alright, we are back, and it looks like whenever we do get to the car, we gonna have to deal with some detectives. Fun. Alright. So Silk comes in and he sees you two, and he sees the mess that you have created in this room with all these bodies. He's like, I don't even want to know. Sometimes questions are better left unasked. But after you get done cleaning up your little bit of a mess here, as you hear the crowd going back insane as the Wicked and the Divine is starting to play again. Give me another performance check there, Wicked and Divine.
Alright.
As he's, so it's like, well, we found Ramirez's car. It's in an alleyway not too far from here, but I can't do anything with it. Like I said, people are watching it, and they know my face. But you, unknown quantities. But if anybody's expecting you to be here, well, I can give you an alibi. I can say you were cleaning up a mess. How about that?
Yeah. I'm just doing a favor and a hobby at the same time. You know how it is when you mix work with fun?
It's like, as a matter of fact, if you go and check out this car, I'll handle your mess here. I don't even want to ask. As the guy's starting to wake up in the chair and he just punches him in the face. And he just looks at you and he goes, I hope that's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah. Make sure he doesn't wake up. I'd appreciate it. Thanks.
Ever again. Gotta add that ever again.
He goes, well, then shut the door behind you. As you see him closing the blinds on the glass.
Thanks, Silk. You're a dream. Just close the door behind us and go downstairs.
As he kind of directed you down the road. He told you where the alleyway was, what street it was next to, and all that.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll make a detour by the if we can make eye contact. If I can make eye contact with the bartender, I'd just be like,
okay.
As he gives you the least subtle, like you've ever seen, just like
kind of stare.
And I'm like rubbing out all the blood off my face.
He can still. I'm just gonna be like, hey, dude, you got a little bit of brain there. Hold on. Okay.
All right. So yeah, he.
Like, I'll be going like this to Owen, like, come on.
Owen's killing it up there.
Yeah.
The possible bestial
like...
failure. There was no failure. You see him as you're doing that, and he's performing, and he looks up at you, and as somebody's starting to climb on stage, he just straight boots him in the face. How would you eject a fan trying to crawl up onto the stage to do that thing where they snatch the mic to sing in it with you? What would you do, Owen?
They come up, I grab him by the shirt, kiss him, and then push him back into crowd surf.
All right, and where the bestial failure kicks in is he stumbles over the speaker on the front and just goes bam right into the floor. No crowd surf for him. Maybe in his mind while he's passed out. But, dude hits the ground like a sack of bricks.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This just
He's still gonna wake up from that coma going, that was awesome!
Yeah.
But, you see security at the stage looking up at you like, what the fuck? As they're just dragging the dude away. The audience loved it. They just go nuts on it. That's where the 7 successes really kick in for you there. This guy might be knocked out, but... So, you guys give Owen the speed up. Owen, how are you taking that gesture?
I ignore it entirely.
Yeah,
So,
dude.
No. Better yet, I give her the finger and just keep going.
No, then I'll just hold up his keys again.
How do you keep
I'm just gonna drop her hand down to keep her from antagonizing him. I'm gonna go do Halo outside. 5 minutes.
He's doing sign language at the door. He's practically doing semaphore for you over there, waving flags.
We got a common hand gesture language. We know it.
Yeah.
All right. So
We're going outside.
He completely ignores you and goes right into the next song. Let's see how nuts that crowd gets as soon as you go into that next song. Go ahead and give me another roll on that there, Owen. And tell me what line you lead into the next song with. Something for your two coterie, your sister and your fixer to remember you by as they walk out the door.
Oh, okay, yeah. So as we go in, I just say, "Hey, give it up for whatever that band was before, Violent Sunrise, Violent Surprise, whatever. Give it up for them." Just purposely fucking up the name.
As the crowd is just like,
Hey.
fuck those guys! Fuck those guys!
Back-to-back crits. All right.
Yeah. They're killing it. The crowd is eating up everything you're doing. You go into the next song, and that's what you guys have to remember Owen by as you walk out of the door to the Mourning Star is, fuck those guys! Fuck those guys!
I'm just gonna be shaking my head. I'm gonna go talk to the bodyguard for a second. Be like, "Here's my number."
As the synthesizers roar up and the pink neon lights start flashing around the whole building. As the door closes behind you, you just hear the bass just doom, doom, doom.
Like, whatever.
Joke's on him. I freaking stood up Miriam. She's gonna be pissed, and he's in there alone with her.
He's fine.
So yeah, what are you heading down to that alleyway?
Yeah.
So as you get down there,
Well,
do what? Sorry, Clarence.
I gave her 5 minutes.
When you guys,
We'll wait 5 minutes and then we'll go.
all right. Well, you head down that way eventually, and it's the alleyway's right next between a bodega, but like a bodega that's built into an old building, so like only a small portion of the building's being used for the bodega. The rest of it's abandoned. And the other building is an old, like, really shitty casino on this part of town. And this is that industrial district where it was going to be the old center of Vegas, and then the strip started getting built. And this was abandoned for industrial stuff. And the not-so-friendly clubs get put over here. That's why the Mourning Star is here, not near the strip. Satanic imagery? Nowhere near the strip. This is Satanic Panic, baby. This is 1984. Ain't gonna have that shit in the strip.
Nope.
No, not next to the strippers. You can't have any ungodly things out there on the strip next to the prostitutes.
Absolutely not.
So yes,
Alright, so
you guys get down there and you see that there seems to be two suited men looking over the car with flashlights.
I'm just gonna keep walking up. Be like, "Clarence, I got this."
okay. We're going to not shoot these men.
Well,
You don't have to shoot everybody.
Well, you recognize
Not
one
a
of
gun.
them there, Violet. One of them is your detective buddy, Christian. Is Clarence or anybody else in your coterie aware of Christian?
They know of him, but not like what he looks like.
Well, Clarence is about to find out because as you come up, Christian's looking over the car with the flashlight and he points it up as he sees you walking up. He's like, Violet? What are you doing here?
The better question is, what are you doing here?
I'm here as part of an investigation. Why are you stumbling onto a potential crime scene and who's this with you?
I didn't know this was a crime scene. I was just walking, and that's
I said potential
Clarence?
crime scene.
like I said. I'm just walking.
He's like, yeah, well, I'm gonna say it's probably about, 11 o'clock at night at this point. It's like, well, you're walking in a rough part of town at about 10, 11 o'clock at night with, I guess, Urban Cowboy? Who are you, sir? As he points the flashlight at you, Clarence.
Don't answer questions.
Is that what you say out loud, or you just keep staring at him in silence?
I say that out loud.
I would like look back and be like, no.
As he pulls out the badge, just a quick badge flash. He's like, I'm with the Las Vegas Police Department. I'm gonna need to see some ID, sir.
I'm indigent.
You're what?
Like Kristen. No, I'd be like, look, Kristen. Like, he's just walking with me to make sure I don't get in any trouble. Like,
It's
calm down.
This lady gave me $5 to walk with her.
you can hear a low growl sound. that this lady that just hit me for a second. That lady gave me $5 just to walk with her. But you hear a low growling sound coming from one end of the alleyway. And a dark and shadowed portion of it.
I'm just gonna like clear my throat, but Kristen, I think we should leave.
Christian's looking, he's got his flashlight, and he's trying to point it at this shadowy portion of the alleyway, but it's as if the light won't penetrate the shadow. Both of you go ahead and roll an occult plus intelligence.
I'm not smart. I'm not smart.
I'm only kind of smart. No, I have no idea what the hell an occult is.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm not.
Oh dear.
Ooh, deer is right.
Oh.
Both of you know that shadow shouldn't do that. That's about it. That usually light makes shadow go away, not shadow make light stop.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all you can glean from this. That shadow weird, man.
I'm gonna use compel on them.
On them,
like
who,
on
the
two
detectives?
Like the Kristen and the other detective.
Alright, and what are you compelling them to do?
Like, I think your boys need some coffee or some donuts, you know?
Well, with compel, it's like a one-word kind of thing.
Like, go.
Okay.
Leave.
Yeah, leave. I'll let it extend to a couple words like go home or, find safety. Those kinds of things.
I'll just say, like, go home.
Okay. Alright, yeah, no need to... He's not even paying attention to you, so it's not even contested. You do it, and the one detective looks at him and is like, I think we should go home. And Christian's like, yeah, I'll go with that, what Crimson Scar said. And Christian's like, yeah, I think donuts sound real good right about now. As they walk out of the alley, not even acknowledging your existence anymore. They walk past you, Clarence, as if you're not even there. Do you let them shoulder check you, or you just kind of slip out of the way of them?
I just dodge them, yeah.
Yeah, they go right past you as if you're not even there. They're just like, yeah, let's go home and get some donuts. Yeah, I'll see you later, man. We'll see you tomorrow. As it's like they weren't even just out here looking at a potential crime scene. But you can still hear that low growling as it appears the shadow is starting to move forward towards you. As you see two eyes open up inside of it, shining like a light would off a dog's eyes.
Violet.
Oh, and your set's just coming to an end. You've been fucking
Alright.
killing it all night. Give me one last performance in charisma and presence and tell me how you end your set.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
Alright.
Yeah.
You end your set. Alright, so you're winding down the show. You're getting your last song. And that dude that you, kissed and threw off stage earlier, he comes back. He's got a fucking wound on the side of his head that, the medic on staff here is, low paid, and it takes a while for your ambulances to get to this part of town, so they just kind of, duct taped his head closed. That's based on a true story I've seen at a punk club. They duct taped his head closed, and he got right back out there in the crowd and started dancing again, so, the heat and the sweat started making the blood come out from underneath the piece of duct tape, and he gets back up on stage with you trying to sing back into the microphone. But it looks like this time the crowd is wanting it. As they're like, yeah, as soon as he gets on stage, they're like, yeah, bloody dude!
I'm not gonna throw him out this time. I'm just gonna lick the wounds.
Oh, fucking rock star as fuck. Are you
Yeah.
gonna take the tape off or just lick the taped area?
Just over exaggerated, from where the blood drips, just up.
Alright.
Yeah.
Go ahead and replenish a blood point. We'll see. There's just enough there that you're like, He's leaking pretty bad. He's obviously got a jovial resonance going on right now. Man's having the time of his fucking life.
Yeah.
And you just lick the side of his head, the blood, and he just cheers even louder. And he like drunkenly like the lyrics into the microphone. They sound like gibberish and make no sense. But like the song ends and like the last crash cymbal still sounding out as how are you leaving the stage?
I jump into the crowd and like grab a couple of them and like kind of like so like as I grab them it makes kind of a wall and I kind of push everyone like towards the bar.
Okay.
Just drag them along with me.
The crowd just comes along with you. You still have presence activated.
Yeah.
All right, and you notice that your sister and Fixer have not made it back yet.
Okay.
And you know, Silks, you saw him come in. He hasn't popped back out yet. And Mira's come downstairs from her spot to congratulate you for an interesting show.
No.
She's like, I might have to catch it again sometime. As she looks around, she goes, "Where's my Claire Bear?"
Oh, he's busy right now. We don't have to worry about him.
As you just see, like, she seethes. You can hear her teeth grinding against each other. She's like, I told him to wait for me.
I, like, poop her nose. And it's like,
no.
She grabs you. Well, you don't have any shirt on.
No.
She kind of, like a child, like, scoops you underneath your armpits and pushes you against the bar. Teeth, like her fangs, starting to protrude as she is snarling at you. Like she is a gangrel that's this close to frenzy. She's like, "Where is he?"
Darling, I like it as rough as the next one. But the audience might be a little much.
As she looks over her shoulder, and you see it's like as soon as she starts to look, the teeth just like go right back in. And she's like, as the crowd has stopped cheering at this point, and they look at her like if they had like bats and chains, they'd be batting them into their own palms. Like, but they're just looking at her like, huh. And she's like, part of the show. As she like puts there and like tries to wipe your like underarms because you've got that whole flush of life thing going. You're a little sweaty.
Yeah.
And she wipes that sweat onto more sweaty parts of you and realizes it and wipes it off onto an audience member next to her.
I just turned over my shoulder and go like, "Nah, it's cool, guys. I'm into it."
And she just looks like she just got back from like a Farrah Fawcett workout. She's always dressed like that. Like the ankle warmers, the wrist warmers, the spandex, the tricolor spandex, the green, the pink, and the blue.
Nice.
But yeah, she's she just as she turns back around, she gives you that look. Oh, and like if they weren't here, I'd fucking gut you. She just kind of then winks and she's like, "Tell my Claire Bear I'm looking for him." Like a typical Gangrel, the wave has subsided and she's not riding it anymore. And so she winks and she's like, "Bye," as if nothing has just happened. And she rubs her finger, as you feel her claw start to extend as she's like, off your chin, leaving a little nick.
I just blow her a kiss.
As she heads out the door. And waves like this to the bartender on her way out. As he even gives her like a smart ass curtsy smile, like, And as soon as she's out of earshot, he's like, "God, I hate that bitch." And he goes back to cleaning glasses.
I don't know. I think she's going back to me. I got her.
She's warming up to me. I think she's into me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's Owen doing?
I guess I know they went outside and I kind of got a little bit of the hand signal, so I would go get my clothes, like kind of get quickly redressed and just go out looking for them.
As you head back out to the street, it's around the time that you look down and you notice a familiar face, Christian.
Hey, buddy.
But you see him walking by, and it's as if you're not even there. He's talking to this
Yeah,
other
like-
cop, like, "Hey, man, like, so, like, I thought you were walking home." And the other cop's like, "Yeah, I thought you were too. But don't you live in the other direction?" "Yeah, but don't you live in the other direction too?" "I guess we're just walking home together." As they just, like, continue walking along as if nobody's in front of them. One of them even almost falls into, like, one of those open manholes that they got the weird little barricades around.
What I know was Violet's doing.
You recognize a vampire's handiwork from a mile away. Not necessarily if that's
Oh, yeah.
Violet or not, but you know that that's one of her humans that she likes to pal around with. This one doesn't know about vampirism.
All right, so yeah, I would be wherever they were coming from. I would go up that way and see if I can see it, maybe.
All right, yeah, as you start heading down that way, we'll get back to what you stumble across here in a second. So, Claire, Bear, and Violet, the shadow is starting to encroach upon you in the alleyway. What are you doing?
Is this an animal? Like, can I use? I kind of want to be like, bad dog, go home.
No.
I'm gonna be checking the car to see if there's keys in it.
Alright, you go up to the car and you check, and there's no keys in it. But it looks like somebody busted open one of the back windows with a brick and stole the stereo chunk out of the center console. Was the club existing at this time? If there was a club, then the club's on the steering wheel?
Yeah.
Did the club exist in 1984, viewers?
I don't know.
But then
I guess I would get my. I guess I get my my feral weapons ready. This thing's still coming at us.
Yeah, it's still coming at you with the eyes in it as well. You can hear it still growling at you. And it definitely sounds like a person growling. Like another vampire, if you will. Just, Doesn't sound like an animal at all.
Yeah, let's take the
I'm
70s.
gonna say something stupid and be like, I'm probably gonna go to the trunk because if I need to get in the trunk, I'm going in the trunk.
So you open up the trunk.
In the trunk.
Yeah.
Alright, you pop the trunk, and I'm gonna combine one of the things that they could have voted on. There's a dead body in that trunk. Missing its foot. The
That's
shoe
where
looks,
the foot came
the shoe
from.
looks very familiar that's on the foot it still has.
With that mystery solved, and those cops suck. Just close that trunk.
Shadow's still encroaching. What are you doing? You just closed her hidey hole.
I'm just like, what the fuck? Like,
What, you don't have claws?
I have claws.
The shadow starts to coalesce behind it's starting to come closer to you, and it seems to be picking up speed. But as it's picking up speed, you see the shadow starting to coalesce behind one form. As you see out of it pops like a scraggly-haired individual. They are definitely a kindred. It's around this time, Owen, you get to the end of the alleyway. You see the shadow pop down into the street as they're like almost in Spider-Man superhero pose, about ready to lunge. They got claws ready, fangs out, their eyes have gone completely blacked over. Roll occult plus intelligence.
Alright.
All three of you. Let's see what we get this time.
Get another chance at this, alright.
Yeah, this is a different occult thing to find out.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
not good. We're not good.
Let's
Turns out
do
I'm the
this
smart
again.
one.
All right.
Right.
Oh
Violet
no.
don't know shit.
I told you.
Violet's like a cult. What
I'm
is
just
that,
climbing
a
up.
flavor of ice cream? So you two
No.
both, Clarence, with your time on this earth that you've spent, especially out here in the desert, and with your experiences there, Owen, you guys recognize a Sabat shovel head when you see one.
Well, fuck me.
As it's snarling
I'm
and
busy
starting
trying to get
run
up on
at
the
you.
car.
Yeah, as it's snarling and starting to run, and it's like, it looks like it's about to do that thing where it jumps onto a wall. It starts to like claw on all fours on the wall before it jumps off at you. But it's not quite jumping on the wall yet. We will go in order that I see you here in the chat box. Owen, you're up first. Your sibling and Clarence don't know that you're there at the other end of the alleyway. What are you doing?
I see it. I know what it is. I recognize. So, like, am I behind the thing?
No, you're definitely in the direction
I'm off
that
to
it's
the
coming.
side. Okay.
Yeah, it's coming in your
Alright.
direction, but it's not coming at you. You just literally
Okay.
like popped there and looked and went, "Oh fuck, that's a Sabat."
Okay. My idea of Sabat is to not. The second best idea is to kill it very quickly and then leave. So, yeah, I was just trying shooting it.
All right, go
Gonna
ahead and give me a
I guess do this
firearms
now.
plus composure.
All right.
I second shooting it.
Yeah.
Well, you're about to hear some gunshots ring out from behind you as you see some bullet holes appear in this thing. Unless he bestially fails and he shoots one of you in the back of the head.
It would be me. It's always
No,
me.
yeah, you see like you fire a couple shots and you see one of them catch this guy mid-section. Boom! But he's still just kind of running forward. Vampire
Yeah.
and all.
Yeah.
But you two hear the gunshots from behind you and you see that they are hitting this creature. And you look over your shoulder, there's Alan. Or not Alan, Owen. Guest appearance by his actual player. Appearing at the end of the alleyway with a gun. I've got you. But yeah, Owen's there at the end of the alleyway. What
I'll
are
just
you
turn to,
doing,
look at
Violet?
it. I'm trying to get on top of the car.
Alright. That ain't gonna take you much to get on top of the car.
I don't know what this fucking thing is. I just want to get away from it.
Well, you know it's a
using the car
vampire and it's about to try to attack you. You're not quite sure. You just, that's all you know is that it's a vampire. You can see the fangs and the claws.
Yeah, I'm just standing on top of the car like, bring it on, motherfucker.
Alright, so yes, she got in fighting pose. You're up, Clarence.
No, it's like,
Can I quick draw on him?
Go for it.
Alright.
As you can hear the music of Depeche Mode pouring down the street from the club.
What am I doing? Composure?
Mm-hmm. Firearms plus composure.
Underway, it's not giving me my...
Get that at the end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Doo-doo.
A couple layers of dice roll menus you gotta go through before they roll out. Alright. So yeah, same with you. You fire a couple shots, but the way that they're moving scattered and staggered, so a couple of your bullets missed, and another one catches it like right in the stern or clavicle. And you see that one kind of jerks its shoulder back as it continues rushing forward. It climbs up the car and it takes a slash at you, Violet. How do you want to respond to this slash? As it's coming in, I'll give you a chance to react.
I'll just punch him.
Well, not like that. I mean,
Like, I'll try to move. I know I'm not.
okay, so you're gonna try to give me an athletics plus dexterity.
Yeah, I'm just taking it. Why are you making me roll this?
This wiry-haired vampire claws you across the midsection for 1 aggravated damage. As you guys hear, what kind of sound do you make when you get clawed, Violet? It's aggravated. It hurts.
But like it's a deep, like growling sound, like. Argh!
As you see blood just splatter onto the wall on the other side of the alleyway. All right, Owen, what are you doing?
It's on top of her.
Yeah, they're kind of facing each other at the car. They're on top of the car. Clarence is on the ground next to the trunk of the car.
I don't feel super confident about shooting.
You could shoot.
She's a vampire.
Right,
Shoot
right.
through her.
Yeah, but I'll just like I don't have the strength to beat this thing outright. I have to weaken it enough to be able to kill it.
Yes.
You know, so like enough non-aggravated damage eventually will hurt. So I will shoot him again.
All right. Nice.
3.
Yeah. Same thing. You catch him with another shot in the chest, and it looks like this one actually did something. Like he claws Violet, and this one, and it looks like this one's starting to have a little bit of an effect on him. As he's now looking at you over Violet's shoulder, snarling.
That's a nice.
What are you doing, Violet?
Try to just like I'm letting Owen have the upper hand, so I'm gonna be like trying to get his attention on me. Like I'll be like, just punch him in the face, be like, pay attention to me.
Go ahead and give me a brawl plus strength.
It would probably be like a love tap, but you know. All right. That's not much too. Wait,
Nice.
it's a looks.
You punch him in the face and he just looks at you. Like, he's looking at Owen and you punch and it's like that scene where Batman punches Superman and it just doesn't do anything and he just turns and looks at you.
Actually, I could try to willpower that.
Alright.
Just see. Like, why not?
Go for it. What do we get?
Two.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, you see his head like when you hit him and he just turns and looks at you. What are you doing, Clarence?
Well, I'm gonna see if I can't just shove my clawed hand through his back. If he's got his back towards me, I can just get up behind him and just.
Are you gonna try to use him like a puppet? Stick your hand in.
Play him like puppet through his freaking sternum from the back, you know.
Use his spine.
Yeah, just control him from the spine.
There you go. All right.
Would that just be a brawl?
Yeah, brawl plus strength. Coming in with them claws.
Mm-hmm. I think that's. I don't know if my claws got measured in on that. We'll see in a second.
Yeah, you claw right into the guy, and he falls backwards, hits the trunk, and then hits the ground as he's flailing around. He had already taken a little bit of damage from the bullets. You clawed up his back, you got in there deep. He falls off your claws. He's on the ground and he's writhing around as he's looks like your typical Sabat shovelhead. He is gung-ho. He is in it to either kill you or die trying. As he's just snarling and trying to attempt to get up off the ground. As he does, he tries to do like a spear, WrestleMania style fucking spear on you, Clarence. I'll give you a chance to react to him.
Let's see. I could try just freaking Swimming him.
Do what?
Just kind of just swimming. He's trying to spear me.
Oh, okay,
I can just
swing him
kinda
into the
pass
building.
along.
Okay, yeah, redirect him.
That's
for
the
it.
one. What would you want me to do? Another brawl?
Let's do. We'll do athletics plus dexterity.
Okay. Athletics and dexterity.
Nice. Yeah, you steer him and he like bashes right into the wall and he falls into the ground. He's taken a good chunk of damage that he's in a short state of torpor while he's healing.
You just go, come on, stop it, man.
Oh no, he's out cold for a vampire.
Okay,
His
cool.
body has sustained enough damage, like that cracked his skull open, and he's just laying there on the ground, slowly healing.
What are we doing about this?
I
Walk outta
walk
here?
up to him and put a stake through his heart.
That works.
You're just gonna stake
I'm not
him?
explaining that to Silk.
Let's stake him and let the sun take him?
No, that's actually a really bad, like...
Yeah, it's a very bad idea. So I was like, if you're gonna do that, that's gonna change the nature of this entire chronicle really fast.
No.
Hold on now, what we're doing?
No, I wanted to learn some authorities. I needed an adult.
Need an adult, yeah. Can we just bury him? Just stake him and bury him.
No, like, I want to bring him, like, I assume that,
Silk is back in the office still, so...
Yeah. Yeah, like, is there a payphone nearby? Is there, like, a...
Yeah, I'll say there's a payphone nearby. This is back in the 80s. There's a payphone just about every block.
Awesome. I want to call the bar. Like to get the bartender.
Okay. Yeah, you call the bar and you hear some kind of goth music playing in the background, the synths going high, so it's kind of hard to hear him. He's like, "Hello?
Hey man, get Silk."
We don't have any milk.
No, this is Owen. Get Silk.
I don't owe anybody anything. Who is this?
Owen.
Oh, Owen! Hey!
Yeah, man, what's up? Hey.
Where are you? Why are you calling?
I need to talk to Silk.
What? What do you need milk?
No, the bald ugly man.
Oh, Silk! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still here.
Yeah, get him.
Okay. He puts you on hold for a while, to the point even the payphone's like, insert another dime if you want to continue your call.
Just come up to him and be like,
Damn.
are you doing it bad again?
Alright, finally Silk, the bartender's like, yeah, Silk's, he's in the office right now. He's got quite a bit of a mess on his hands. I'm gonna let him handle that.
Yeah, he wants to know.
Well,
Just put me in the office. Can you transfer me to the office?
Yeah, he transfers you over to the office.
Great.
that was a thing you could do back then, I think.
Yeah.
Button.
Hit the button, transfer to the office, put the thing on the thing.
Press the button again.
Yeah, press the button again, let the person know, hey, you got a call waiting.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, but finally Silk's like, hello? What do you want, Owen?
Silk. I got a shovel head for you.
It's like a fucking sabbat. What is they doing here?
I don't know. Fucking up my night.
Well,
Fucking up mine, jeez.
Oh,
did you burn the goon, or is he still kicking?
He's in torpor. He's not fine, but he's not moving.
Well, where are you?
Down, like 2 blocks away, kind of
Just
down the
tell him by the
street.
car.
By the
Oh,
car.
I see. I hear you're a Violet. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll meet you down there.
Okay.
He quickly hangs up. It doesn't take long. After just like 2 minutes, there he is. Just like, all right, what the fuck's going on?
I don't. I found them and I found it, and then.
Okay, so we were.
But he's
talking.
But when he comes to the alleyway, he doesn't look like Silk. You don't recognize that Silk at first. He's put on a mask. A mask of 1,000 faces. He's activated a high-level obfuscate.
How's he smell?
He looks just like regular Joe Schmo, but he gets in the alleyway and he's like, "Don't worry, it's just me, guys. What are you doing? What do we got?"
Like,
we were just
take
minding
my
our
coat
own
off
freaking
the
business,
body.
and this asshole just came and started assaulting us.
He's like, okay. Well, the Baron's gonna want to see this guy. Did you find any keys with the car?
Like,
No, we're gonna break through a window.
Well, we found an Audi Bay.
You found a what?
a bate.
Where?
You found a what?
Orbs K.
Trunk K.
He opens the trunk and he's just like, well, fuck me.
You
Do you
know?
find yours?
It's like, no, I have no clue who this is.
Okay, so you're just adding flair.
These are sipping on my foot from earlier. Must be somebody.
Well, we'll see who the Baron might think this is. As he gets in there and he quickly like hot wires the car up and he's like, I can't maintain this mask for long, so throw the sabbat in the trunk with that guy.
Okay. Have I told you that I appreciate all you do for us, Silk?
He's like, yeah, you fucking owe me. As you start to see his mask like fade and glitch a little bit.
Okay, bye.
As the smell is starting to assault your sinuses again.
Okay, bye.
Fucking hell, bye, Silk.
Alright, yeah, he takes off in the car. Off out into the night.
That went well.
But you guys have a few hours left of your night. What do you want to do?
Clarence, you need to go clean my apartment. I gotta go talk to Oliver.
What happened to your apartment?
What? Yes. What?
Oh, we haven't talked about that. Shit.
Hold on. How many cats?
Are you guys heading back to her apartment while you talk about this? I'm just asking that real quick. You guys can keep role playing, but
yeah, we could be headed back to my apartment.
So you got a stray cat problem then?
Yeah, well, he's that guy that
I don't know any guy. Do you got any stray cats?
I got yeah. Like the stray cats.
How many do you need? How many do you need taken to the pound?
4.
4.
you guys get back to her place.
A lot of cats.
You can smell the copper blood smell in the air.
You were alone for an hour.
Just 4 in there.
Not in my apartment, like all together last night.
I don't give a shit about it last night. How many do I gotta fix in there?
1.
Okay, good.
As you open her bedroom door, it looks like a hamster exploded in a microwave as soon as you open her bedroom door.
For fuck's sake, Vi, couldn't you at least put a tarp down? Alright, I need bleach, lots of it. You don't like these carpets, do you?
Alright,
no.
well...
You are not getting your deposit back, girl.
Owen,
I'm just gonna go clean up her problem.
Oh, and you enter her apartment. The first thing you notice is she's got your poster on the wall.
Like, after everything that's happened in the last hour, I'm just laughing at it. Like,
I'll go over and
it was
like
all
try
this
to
shit.
like be
And
like
then there's
this.
just a poster of me. I'm like, you wanna talk about it?
Like I don't know what poster you're talking about.
I fuck literal fans who don't like me this much.
Oh, that's incredible.
What?
Like,
Like
this is your centerpiece in your living room.
Why did he point that out? Shit, I didn't even think about that. Well, I needed something to fuel my rage, when I bring guests over.
You two roll me an awareness plus wits, please. Clarence is still cleaning up a mess in a room, doing his normal job.
Oh boy.
Roll me a performance plus composure there, Clarence. Let's see how well you're cleaning this up.
Fuck's sake.
There's a roll for everything. It's vampire.
Whoa.
No. The fuck's sake is the mess that I gotta clean up.
Violet, in between Owen's just ribbing you hard for having this poster on the wall, like, in between you're just, and him cutting you off just to be like, well, no, actually. You hear something thump up against your front door. Lightly, too. Like a real light thump. And
I would go to my door.
It's almost masked by the thumps of Clarence knocking stuff around in your room cleaning. He's doing a good job. You know he always does a good job.
Shit.
It just sounds like he's doing this angrily.
Like, don't break my shit. Fine, open the door.
Shut up. I'm gonna start pulling the dude's teeth out of his mouth so he can't be identified that way. So I got a pair of pliers and just...
Room's just getting bloodier.
You showed me the body in the bathroom too, I assume.
It's in the tub,
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes things easier. Thank you for that much.
Yeah.
Hear the shower running and unpleasant hacking sounds.
But Violet, you open up the door, and there's a package just outside. Owen, you recognize this kind of package. It's done with the same handwriting as before, but this one's directly addressed to Violet. But it doesn't say her name. It's her address, and it says to whom it may concern.
I'm just gonna, lift it up and be like, Owen?
I'm not concerned with that.
There's no bloodstains on this one.
Alright,
And it feels kind of light as well.
I'll just open it.
Inside, there's a small postcard, a Las Vegas postcard, the kind you'll get at any gift shop. And on the back of it, it has a picture, paperclip to it. Let me get my description up here so I have that 100% appropriate. So this picture in it is the body you just saw in that trunk, dressed exactly like they are.
Okay.
Handing some kind of briefcase over to Christian.
Why are my touchstones causing so much goddamn fucking problems?
But also in there is a picture of Antonia not too far away walking down the sidewalk in Vivian's neighborhood. You can't see Vivian's house in the picture, but you see the street sign. And it's just like a picture of people taking a shot of kids on bicycles in the street, right at dusk. But in the background, Slender Man, there's Antonia.
Yeah.
And you say I have problems.
You do have a problem. We haven't talked about your man's wallet.
Did you hear Clarence in there ripping teeth out of a skull in the bathroom? You just hear the dull thuds of just crunch, crunch, crunch.
Not gonna talk about that guy upstairs.
You see, I pulled his wallet too, so you hear me very sarcastically go and be like, "You want $17.57?"
No, that's extra payment.
Okay.
But also in there is a VHS tape.
In the box, I
What
hope.
they say.
Not the
Fancy.
So I'll be like, I guess watching a movie.
You got one of them things.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
I have
underneath
one
the
of those
TV.
things. Everybody has one of those things in the 80s.
Right?
Come on.
You can see it in the
I don't
picture. It's right
remember
underneath the
doing.
TV.
No, I don't have Laserdisc.
Yeah, you got Laserdisc.
Nothing.
You got that big old album-sized
Yeah.
Laserdisc in there.
Disco Vision.
Oh.
Oh, man. Yeah, you slide in your Laserdisc and shut the lid to it. Yeah, they put a Laserdisc in the box. They went through a lot of trouble on this one. No, it's just a VHS.
So yeah, you just see me with a nondescript like yard trash bag just come down and be like, here's your first one. Go back up into the bathroom.
We're like, hey, hang on.
Ah,
Come here. There's a VHS tape. Come here.
okay.
You pop it in, and it's of Clarence murdering a tourist. Not
Oh.
thinking anybody can see. Clarence, you recognize this tourist. You killed him a few weeks back when you were hungry and needed something to eat. You lured them over there near Rat Alley and killed them.
Mhm.
They got in your car and never left again. Well, not alive anyway.
I mean, I
And
just
this is a
think I guess
VHS,
we're
like
good
a
at snapping and hiding
full-on
box.
recording, like one of the big chunky shoulder handheld recordings. How
Yeah,
you
yeah.
miss somebody recording you don't know. But they got multiple angles here. And it's not like you
I was
see them
stuck in the
moving
corner.
around like it's a fucking porn movie or something, but it's like they're watching you do this, and then it cuts, and then it's like a little bit later you can tell you've done some more damage to this body, and it's from a different angle. Higher up, but through the windshield this time, and then it cuts again, and this one's through the back window, and it's of you, like, trying to clean up the blood in your car.
Well, the editing's great.
Right.
Yeah, editing's really damn good. And it's got the track lines and everything. It's, a hastily put together VHS. Ooh, I like Betamax tape. Can we do Betamax? Let's retcon that to Betamax. Thank you, Crimson Scar.
No, please. Those things are awful.
Like, Owen,
Okay.
you might need to hire him for, like, your next performance. Like,
Right.
Get this guy to record it.
Hey,
I am.
Clarence, are we friends?
I don't know.
Are you asking if
How
you're
well
friends
do
with
we
your
know?
coterie?
Yeah, yeah. Are we friends?
Yeah, above table, I think you guys would be.
Respected colleagues.
Yeah, as I was about
Okay.
to say, it's just, you and your sister are the pack or clan mates / you
Yeah.
got a friendly rivalry. But I don't know how you guys would be towards Clarence. I know you guys have him as a fixer, but is he like
No.
an Alice to your Brady Bunch, or is he like?
Look, I can't be so much. I can't be your friend.
I would say,
Okay.
like, after a couple of
I
times,
can't be
like,
your friend
Clarence
until
helped
there's nothing
out.
for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Like,
Well, as my respected colleague, Fixer Man, what the fuck is this?
It appears to be a very well done,
Yeah.
tastefully shot montage
Yeah.
of me fucking someone up and having a meal.
Yeah,
I gotta
that's
get back
exactly
to
what
work.
it was like.
And written on the tape is, "We have copies." Specifically, "we" is underlined.
Yeah, because you don't send the originals out.
Yeah.
well, I'll just start,
is-
like, taking it out. But, like, I know you have copies, but at least I can get rid of one.
At least one's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, get rid of that.
You know,
Start
Or-
pulling the reel out.
Yeah, it needs to get run over a magnet or it needs to get freaking burned. It's just
Yeah.
pulling it out's not good enough.
I'll just hand it to you, but, like, you know how to deal with this. Like, here, burn it.
That's how the bleach will work too.
Okay, I'll add it to the list of to the 180 pounds of bullshit I got to deal with in addition to this.
Add it
Thank
to the
you.
bleach you're
I
already
go
using.
back up to work.
As you get a phone call.
Me?
Yep.
What is it going to say? 7 days? That's not how I get. My bad.
Man, that'd be some shit. Wow, talk about bending the genres there. You answer your phone violently, you say 7 days, and then just hangs up. Then you get another phone call and it's like, let's play a game.
Oh God!
I called her inside the house.
It's just not the house.
You know, it's just like.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Anyway, I'll be like, hello.
As it's Silk. As he's like,
Oh.
well, the Baron knows who this Sabat fucker is. Apparently, somebody made a shovel head out of one of his retainers.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
They were like, I've got my ways, Owen. If Owen's around you, let him know that when he goes to play his show at the Oasis, he needs to keep a lookout for more fucking shovel heads. Apparently, there's been a Sabat sighting around there quite a few times. The cam just keeping it to them fucking selves.
Are we?
Oh, go ahead.
Can I hear the conversation? Or...
I would put it like out, like.
Okay.
They had speakers, so it's
that's
here.
That's Silk's other Nosferatu flaw. He has voice modulation issues. I am whispering. What are you talking about?
Are we
I
not?
like the idea of a spy that can't whisper.
Yeah.
I have problems controlling the volume of my voice.
Are we not like terrified that we are being targeted at this point? Like,
I mean, I figured you would like the attention.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's up to you how you want it to affect you. Silk's obviously freaking the fuck out over here.
Well, I'm freaking out. I'm just taking it out on Owen.
Yeah, I like the attention when I, like get some good out of it.
But Silk says, until we can figure out who's behind any of this, we need you to check in with the Baron every night. We're going to keep a close tab on each other. It's the only way.
Alright, what about Footloose? Footloose.
What about Footloose? What are you talking about, Kevin Bacon? Yeah, he's a god.
I meant the one in the trunk.
Do what?
I meant the one in the trunk.
The guy in the trunk.
He only has 1 foot. He's footless.
It's like the Baron has no clue who this guy is. We've never seen him
his
before.
foot was in my office. He's got to be somebody.
Well, every time so far we've been able to find a link to what's been dropped somewhere. Everything's kind of been pointing to the Oasis. But I guess the foot in your office would be the first time we didn't get a link. Are you sure there was nothing else in there that might tell us who might have been putting that shit there?
I will be like covering the phone, be like, no.
I'll double check the office, see what I missed.
Roll a deception.
Does all work?
Or a subterfuge, sorry. A subterfuge plus manipulation.
Yeah, I got dudes. I figure I got enough. I got enough done. I got about 4 trash bags worth now.
Yeah.
How does it work over the phone, does it? Oh, man.
Damn.
Oh, nice.
Hook, line, and sinker. So it's like, alright, let me know what you find there. But, the Baron's a little distraught right now, so report back to me. He gives you his phone number, and he goes, and here's my beeper number.
Alright.
Like, okay, bye. Owen, give me the fucking wallet.
You need to tell about the wallet. You got any hydrogen peroxide? Your bathroom's a fucking mess.
You're supposed to clean it. Shut up.
So you got any hydrogen peroxide?
Yes, under my sink.
Okay.
I love it.
It's blood out.
Oh,
you need to call your man.
Well, it's around that time you say that, you hear a knock on the door and then a lock getting undone.
You're like, speak of the devil.
Yep.
What are you? All right. So Clarence, you're cleaning up a dead body still.
Oh shit!
You just came downstairs with a bag, saying, "I've got the first load." Owen's sitting in there. Violet's across from him as the door swings open, and there's Oliver. As he's like, "Oh, you seem to always have company."
Like, you know my brother.
Oliver, the man of the hour. How we doing?
It's like, I'm okay.
Yeah, that's great. You want to have a seat?
Wait, I'll be like, hang on. I'm gonna go get him a beer.
I turn on off, and I'm like,
don't you
have a seat.
fucking use all
Come here.
on him. Don't you fucking use all on him.
So you two are kind of like pushing each other's like force of will back at each other. Go ahead and rouse the blood, each of you.
Shit.
Clarence, you're still standing there with a bag of sinew, blood, bone, and meat.
Nice.
I mean, it is
Oh.
a black, opaque plastic bag, so it's
Oh,
indistinguishable from trash.
Nice.
Shit.
Yeah, you guys are causing each other to get hungry, pushing your wills against each other. As Oliver is just like, I've never. Well, has Oliver ever met you before, Owen? Is he aware that you are Violet's brother?
I would think
I don't-
actually.
Brother.
I don't know if we ever met. I'm sure he knows who I am from Violet's sake, but yeah, I don't think so.
As he takes a beer out of the fridge, pops it open, and he sees you guys just like at each other, and he's like, "You guys are acting really fucking weird." And he takes a sip, and he looks over at Clarence, and he's like, what's in that bag?" As he can see a little bit of red drip from it. And that's where we will end this session.
Oh,
Oh, I have to take that note.
Yeah, make sure you got your notes down on that one.
yeah.
Go ahead and give yourselves 4 experience each. Oh man, yeah, that was absolutely fun. Yeah, it's definitely a Betamax. I'll have to remember that in the future. It's not VHS, it's Betamax. For right now, we haven't moved into the VHS domination era.
Nice.
Yeah, and there's definitely some video rental stores as it started to crop up at about this point.
That means we're gonna have to get a VHS player if we ever want to rent a movie, because we got the dumb and picked up with Betamax.
Well, next session, format wars were well in swing at this point. Yeah, they were. Yeah, because I remember Laserdisc was a bit of a competitor around that time. They were trying to figure out what was going to be big. I can't remember how VHS won, but VHS was the one that won.
VHS won by being able to record football games.
Yeah, that would probably get it over the hurdle there. But hell yeah.
And
Nobody answers this porn.
yep. And what's it called? The
CD.
Laserdisc won by just being an enthusiast. That's how it stuck around.
Yeah.
Like all the movie files loved it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I remember CED, I was watching Angry Video Game Nerd, and he did an episode where he played a movie that was on a CED.
Oh my god, CD, that's just weird. I actually saw a few of them in a thrift store. I was thinking about getting it, but I'm like, why do I want to have garbage in my house?
It's a really giant coaster for when you're needing to drink an entire pot of something.
Utterly useless.
Alright. Well, I will drop us over to some stream labels.
That's great.
And yeah, everybody, thank you for... Oh, hell yeah, Tech Moan. But great. But yeah, appreciate everybody coming out. taking a watch. We'll have the recording up on YouTube here soon, so everybody can go back and check it out if they want to. And yeah, thank you for watching tonight, guys. Thank you, players. This was a great session. We'll see everybody next week.